With Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, appearing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 19 minutes are filled to fill, with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and show. The stream's online and straight away begins to whine, but always fine as long as Shaz.9 and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran straight to feeling so insecure. The money earned from yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always set to stay on. If supports are also slow and stays so low and fails to grow, you never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. Once kicked off across the board with charge to what because his code can be ignored, just how much DSP makes us feel so bored. To help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch and why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals are slow machine. He's snorting, burping, leaning, ban. It matters not if battery fun, his Shoutouts can't see if hours make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts his like before lunching into a big pretending there for bills when truth is dead to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of call his cat and fatty life and all his strife of forgetting that it's done well and they were rife. With drama he will react but isn't act, that is a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. He seems nearly over it and a win is in sight, with what to white despite Phil to light that tips were not light. We'll say alright it is okay and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again, it's never if but always when the game is won. Thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jad here, and welcome to DSP Bingo for what is today, Tuesday the 2nd of April 2024, the second day in a month, and hopefully we can finally get a full house bingo to get our bingo prize fund going strong. A guy with long hair is asking me I need to finish on time today. Define finish on time, because I have no real set finish on time schedule. Do you want to try and finish at the same time as DSP does? Because if so, that is extremely unlikely. I'm usually, you know, about 30 minutes to 1 hour behind DSP by the time I get to the end of our own bingo, so yeah, brace yourselves, it could be a long 2 to 3 hours in that case, you know what I mean, so I do apologise for not being able to finish. I don't know what, I don't usually have a set finish time, it just depends how much I rant and rave and just bitch at Phil for being a dumb bastard, you know, so there you go. Anyway guys, I do hope you're all doing very well indeed, hope you're enjoying your Tuesday so far. Phil Burnell's having problems today apparently. YouTube appears to be messing up today, thumbnails aren't saving, comments aren't approving, lol. Phil finds that very funny, of course, as business has been affected by YouTube having problems, you know, it's hilarious. Mind you, if we laugh about it, Phil will go, oh, they're attacking me. So, something he seems to have done within the last 30 minutes or so, basically by the time the stream was live for him, the poll was there. I refreshed it like 5 minutes ago, it's gone. Phil Burnell, it looks like he's deleted the poll once more, and the last I saw it, it was like 890 odd votes, and 52% was for Red Dead Redemption 1, 24% for the other two games involved. So it looks like Phil has removed the poll once again, and I guess we hear about that on the stream coming up. So yeah, brace yourselves for Phil going, the detractors and trolls are messing with my business and they're ruining my polls and everything. Well, you were playing Red Dead 1 before for your audience. That was a game you picked for them before to play. And you're almost done playing it. And there's nothing wrong with playing it for your audience. But oh my god. The amount of influence and control the detractors seem to have over Phil's channel and what he does for his audience is insane. What's he saying in chat now? Yeah, I'm sitting on the studio app approving comments and it says they're approved but then they're back in the queue to be reviewed. I go onto a desktop, all different comments. What the fuck is going on? Cry more, you wee bitch, as if you fucking care about your fucking audience. Anyway, while Phil's messing about with all that jazz, I thought I'd show you a little video made by DSP Tries at Mamology 101 from the other night, a DSP disaster stream, insulting viewers, no support for Dragon's Dogma 2, and a rant to the end of the stream, so plenty of juicy stuff. And I'm going to go 1.25 speed, because, you know, screw enduring Phil at normal speed.
There's the shard. There it is. I can do that after an attack. Shoulder rush. Why am I losing health? No one's hitting me. Oh, there's a magician. There was a fucking magician standing behind me.
Let us press on with our next objective.
What the hell is this? Turd? Ew, what the fuck? Yo, look at the size of this turd. What made that? That's absolutely disgusting. There's all flies in it too. I'm stepping all in it. What made that size turd? That's tremendous. Well, let's save before we do this, right? Make sure I don't muck it up.
Masquerade is already underway, sir. It will be a long night. Longer still for those of us on guard.
Longer for that guy who just got stuck in the door. All right, let's save. And we'll go to the masquerade next. Excellent. Okay, everyone, thank you for chilling with me here tonight. We're about halfway through tonight's stream of Dragon's Dogma 2. Guys, if you like chilling with me, late night RPG fun, please support the stream. As you can see.
If you like chilling with me, give me money. Fuck off.
No, almost no one's done that. We have one super chat, a couple memberships, which is nice, and one tip. Well, I take that back. That's actually 3 tips together for $5. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Stop whining like a bitch. So, please support the stream if you can. All right? I appreciate that. If you do, it would help a lot. Thank you. Let's continue. What kind of a masquerade does no one wear a mask but me? I think I'm at the wrong party.
No. What happened to you actually went in the right spot here. Poem's Future went back and watched what happened to lead up to this situation here. It was Phil's fault. He started the event and did not follow the NPC that was taking him to the masquerade. So Phil turned up as his masquerade thing, but he didn't follow the right person. And so the event didn't happen properly, and Phil kind of broke it. So, yeah, Phil didn't have the patience to follow an NPC, and it seemed to break the event. That's what happened.
I think I went to the wrong place. Where'd everyone go? Did everyone leave? What happened?
My sword arm could use some work.
I'm so confused. How are you supposed to tell what time it is? I have no idea. Do you see a time anywhere here? I don't see time anywhere here on the screen. So I don't know how I'm ever supposed to tell what time of the day it is besides just looking at the sky and guessing, right? Doesn't seem
Yeah, it'd be really helpful if you had a watch right about now, but apparently I don't fucking use those in current day.
like it's consistent to figure out what time it is. Why is no one here? Is it too hard to like make a fun game these days? It's too difficult, right? Figure out what's fun in a game. You wanna know what's not fun? This right now. This is a complete waste of my fucking time.
I knew this was gonna be a complete waste of time, and it's exactly what it's turned out to be.
Where am I going? I don't know where I am or where I'm going. I can't tell where anything is at night. How is this the game's fault? Because the game is fucking stupid. It doesn't tell you how to do it. It just expects that you're gonna magically know when to go, how to do it. Look, you ready? Here's what the quest says. You're to attend the masquerade. In order to get an entry, dress in formal raiment. I have formal raiment, I have the mask, I walk to the waypoint and it lets me in and everyone leaves. That's the game's fault. So fuck you. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you, man. You're saying dumb shit in the chat. Oh, that's your fault. It's the game's fucking fault, you fucking bozo. You complete mental midget. It's the—
Excuse the fuck out of me. Did he just call somebody a mental midget? What in the hell is that meant to mean? A mental midget? What's wrong with midgets, Phil? Midgets fucking warm people's hearts usually. Midgets are usually quite fucking funny. Just to look at in general. It feels kind of rude to say that, but whenever someone sees a midget, their day gets better. That's just a simple truth of the matter. I'm sorry, midgets, or you know, vertically challenged people. Wait, whatever the proper term is. But yeah, when people see when someone sees a midget, their day gets better because they just fucking give them a whole good feel, a wholesome good feeling inside of them.
The game's fucking fault. I didn't make the game. I did what I was told and it doesn't work. You're an idiot. God, people are fucking stupid. Always blame the gamer. No, fuck you. The game is stupid right now. It's being dunce level fucking intellect. There's no way to know when to do this. You fucking moron. You fucking idiot.
Here.
Then I'll try. I'm gonna have to go in every time period of the day to see when the hell this works. Ready to try this now? Thank you, Napalm, for taking care of that idiot. Fucking guy's just spouting nonsense. Okay, look. There's still no masquerade. There's a couple people here, no masks. Okay, we'll go again. I'm gonna cover every single time period of the day until the fucking masquerade is happening. Craig, please, did you just show up? Did you not see what happened? I walked up there. I talked to the guard. The guard said, oh, you can enter the masquerade. I walked in, and as I entered, everyone left. So I couldn't do the quest. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I even got the achievement. It says entered the masquerade. I got the fucking achievement for it.
Is there nary a chance to make a fresh
Dude, I'm about to give up. Is it happening? I think there's a few people here. Yes, some people have masks on. So who am I talking to? Okay.
As you can see,
We didn't really learn much
I
there,
run
did
an
we?
establishment that caters to certain pleasures.
Cameraman, spinning.
You're welcome to come and play anytime.
No
If
thanks.
you escape with your
No
life.
thanks, I like to stay healthy down there, not catch
Know,
4,000
however, that our
diseases.
services do not come cheap.
Please let me out.
So you get a fucking chance to use it in the first place, you fucking dork. Phil's still not live yet, bizarre.
Out. Please let me out. I don't need to be here. I have no use for your services, that's for sure. There's already, what is it, the dragon plague or whatever in the game? I don't need to get freaking 400 STDs in this place just by being in here. How do I leave? You know, they like boxed you in. How do you get out? How the fuck do you leave? There's no stairwell down. How do I get out of here? She's blocking the door. Get the fuck out of the way. Wait, there's no... Where's the exit? This isn't the exit. This is the back entrance. How the hell do you get... Oh, there's a chest. Hold on. There's a chest right here. A bunch of Wow, a bunch of flowers. Really useful. By the way, I received a $1 tip.
Wow.
From someone saying there's a sundial in the pause menu. How don't you know this if you played the first game? I played the first game when it was a new release like 12 years ago. 12 fucking years ago. And I never played the game again. You think I remember a nuanced thing like that from a game I played 12 years ago? So what's the sundial? Is this the sundial we're looking at here around the map? How do I see it clearly? It's like obscured. I see stars up in the sky, right? So then that means the bottom must be like the sun represents the day versus the night or something?
Oh god, he's so dumb. He's so eternally fucking dumb. Look, Phil's about to go live. Apparently he's apologised for the delay. He's got a million things going on here. He's about to start. Interesting number. We'll come back to that later.
Right? Like, I'm supposed to remember a nuanced thing that's not explained from a video game I played 12 years ago. Oh, okay. All right, well, to the person who tipped $1, I have a question for you, okay? Back in 2011, on April 1st, April Fool's Day 2011, what did you have for lunch? Please let me know. And if you don't know, what's wrong with you?
I had lunch meat sandwiches.
How do you not remember that? Didn't you eat lunch on April 1st, 2011?
Yep, I'm toxic.
Yeah, Mark, the first stream had good support today. Decent. It wasn't amazing, but it was decent. As you can see, I basically got next to nothing tonight. I don't know what's going on. It's just no RPG, for some reason, will get anyone to kind of support it anymore.
At least Elden Ring, an RPG, will save the day.
I think it's because there's too many. Like, every RPG that I played, we get very poor support now. Like, without exception. It doesn't matter what one I'm even playing. Final Fantasy 7, this, nothing. You know? The only one that was getting good support was Baldur's Gate 3, and that's done. So I just think people are RPG'd out, honestly, if you want to know the truth.
And good job, Elden Ring's right around the corner to fucking bring back that RPG-loving crowd.
I think people are tired of it. The tips on a fucking Fire Emblem stream. The tips have nothing to do with the game that's being played, I'm telling you. It's just about the timing, who's available, who can contribute when. And people like this playthrough, they're not always going to show up in person. That's okay. They can watch it on demand. Hey there. And sometimes people are going to be more supportive than others. It's nothing to be freaking out about. Nothing at all. After this, we'll save up and we'll continue here in the Hidden Village next time on Wednesday. And we'll see if on Wednesday, if, I don't know, if anything can pick up, whether it be attendance, engagement, or support, I don't know. But it seems like no matter what RPG I play these days, whether I'm enjoying it or not, the RPG craze is over. There's just too many of them. And I think, just compare the day stream today of Alone in the Dark and how well that did compared to...
I didn't really do that fucking well, though. Most of that support came from the podcast side of things, as you know. And, I mean, let's just be perfectly honest here, Phil. Your last 5 streams, you've only had the fucking glasses goal hit once. The other 4 streams you've had, they've not even hit Gunner Glasses. Dragon's Dogma 2, from the 30th of March, which was, what, Saturday night? Saturday night, you had $14. Sunday day stream, $38. Sunday night stream, $30. Then yesterday, you had, let's go to Gamerface Gaming, $70 for a day stream and $7 for a night stream. So 4 out of 5 streams he's had the last 5 streams. 4 of them have not even hit the Gunner Glasses. And yesterday's day stream hit the Gunner Glasses, but that was it. Also remember the Game Awards, Elden Ring Best Art Direction, Best Game Direction and Best RPG. Phil wants to try and pretend that Elden Ring is not an RPG. It's because if he called it an RPG, he knows it's going to be massively hypocritical to play it after fucking claiming RPG burnout. He is desperate to try and reframe a narrative of what Elden Ring is. It is an action RPG, that is how the game is officially described. That's how the game developers describe their own game. Is Phil trying to claim that the game developers don't understand what their own game that they made is?
It's, the night stream is like dead. Like, what the heck? it's what it is. People are just tired of RPGs. You know, I've been playing too many, and there are too many. Too many games are RPGs that are coming out. All right, well, guys, for those of you who were here...
So here's an unrecorded part now. There's still a few minutes left to go. This obviously Phil spent a fair bit of time after he finished recording for YouTube, ranting and raving about the low support and everything else, and blaming the game, blaming RPGs. Not his fault, of course. Never his fucking fault.
I want to say thank you for chilling and hanging out with me for Dragon's Dogma 2. For the few that did contribute, thank you. We'll try it again on Wednesday night, and we'll see what happens. All right, I'm going to be honest. I would like more people to show up, engage in support with my streams. Not that I play the game, and there's like 4 people who talk with me all night, which is what happened, basically. The same 4 people kept talking. And, you know, it sucks because I think what's happened is, if this were not a situation where we were basically having so many RPGs back to back, you know, since December, I was constantly playing RPGs. I just finished 2, and I started playing this one. It's like another RPG. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the problem. Like, it's like night and day. Earlier today, when I played a survival horror game, people loved it. They were excited, they were engaged, they were supportive, everything. Tonight, it's like people are falling asleep, and that pisses me off. Because, you know, I like the game, but I think it's the industry screwed itself over right now. I really do. I think that the industry essentially put out too many of these RPGs at once. And that's a problem. You need variety, and there just hasn't been a lot. And so the games that are trying variety aren't good. That's the problem. There's been a lot of crappy games. So, we'll see what happens. I'll definitely play it again Wednesday night. I mean, I bought it, and I want to see if we can get an audience for it. I don't know. But it is disappointing that we're not getting much of an audience for the game. It really is. If there's only one game that's really slow, then it's not the end of the world. So, for example, we were playing Like a Dragon for the ages, and that was the game that was always the slow stream. If Dragon's Dogma 2 ends up being the slow stream and people like it and want me to keep playing it, then I will. But I can't have non-stop slow streams. So we have to see what happens tomorrow. Basically, right now, Alone in the Dark's doing fine. I'm happy with its performance. And if people show up and you know, everything goes good with Elden Ring, and if some people show up for Battlefront, then it won't be a concern. Okay? But yeah, if this game always ends up performing like this, and then I'm having other slower streams too, we might have to figure out what to do, right? Eternal Avon, that's completely untrue. He says, notice it's always the night stream. Wrong. False. Wrong. Incorrect. Negative. When I was doing Street Fighter as a night stream, it almost always did well. All right? When I was doing other games as night streams, they do well. I'm telling you, it's RPGs. It's exactly what it is. It's RPGs. RPGs are the issue. Every RPG that I've played. I was playing Final Fantasy VII as a day stream. It was dead. Completely dead. 100% dead. It's not what you're saying. It's the genre of game. Remember, Final Fantasy...
in that case, why did Baldur's Gate 3 generate so much money? That's an RPG.
7, which everyone wanted. Everyone was all so hyped for it. And here I am playing it, and people were literally saying, this is boring, don't play it, falling asleep. It's RPG overload. It continues. The thing is, I'm only playing one RPG, and it's still overload. It would be like this. It would be like, let's say I played Mario, Sonic, Crash Bandicoot, and Spyro, right? Within a 3-month period, and then a new platformer came out, a new Kirby came out, right? Is anyone going to care about the Kirby? You know what I'm saying? No. No one's going to care about the Kirby. People are going to get tired of it, right? So, I think that's really what it is. It's too much of the same. So Bully did not get bad support last night. Bully did okay for a night stream. Bully actually did 4 times better than what I did tonight. And that was a retro replay. That was just me reacting to a retro game. I wasn't even playing a game. Seriously. Seriously. Reed says, I say drop Dragon's Dogma 2, put Elden Ring into the primetime slot. Elden Ring is in the primetime slot. It's the daytime stream tomorrow. You know? Dark Gaming, I swear, dude, everything that you say, I've already answered. He goes, I don't know why you're doing it 2 months before the DLC. Because I don't want to play Elden Ring for a month before the DLC to prepare for the DLC and then go right into the DLC. Because then I'll already been playing Elden Ring for a month. No one's going to want to see Elden Ring for a month and then more Elden Ring. The point is, do it now, give it a little bit of a break, come back for the DLC in June. I've already explained this. Why do people ask the same questions every fucking stream? Oh my god. Every stream, seriously, it's like...
So this guy, Phil, Phil really gets annoyed with this one particular person, and he calls him deliberate. What was it? I'm pretty hopefully it's included in this clip. Phil calls him out for being like deliberately provocative or something.
No, oh my god. He thinks I'm going to forget the controls in 2 months. There's a difference between forgetting how to play a game and a specific build in the game that I hadn't used before, and then not doing it for a year and coming back to it, or stopping it for like a month and coming back to it. Like, why are you so contradictory? Why are you so...
There it is. Why are you so contradictory? Calling out the person that kind of suggested, oh, he's going to forget his controls, whatever. Why are you so contradictory? That's what it was.
To it, or stopping it for like a month and coming back to it. Like, why are you so contradictory? Why are you such a contradictory person? Right? You're so opinionated and contradictory about everything. Very, very, very hypocritical.
It's a good way for it to end. So yeah, that was a DSP Tries It, Memoji 101's basically highlights from Phil's night stream last night and how bad it went. You guys want to check it out, of course, you can check it out yourselves. Link is in the chat right now for you guys, in case you want to. Let's get back to bingo, shall we, guys? Now, the centre square. I launched a bingo card. Aviga picked the centre square. Let me just say that right up front. Aviga has picked the centre square. According to Aviga, okay? Let me just explain this first before people spam numbers. According to Aviga, Phil's new microphone filters makes it sound like he's got a lisp. You know, anytime Phil tries to say so, it sounds like he's saying oh. So if we do hear an example of Phil's new microphone filters causing what looks like a lisp, and I just put it as lisp because, you know, why not? If someone's got a lisp, they're not going to tell you they got a lisp, they're going to tell you they got a lisp. So, yeah, and this is how Aviga told me to do it as well. Aviga told me to do it like this. It doesn't need to, I know, the quotes mean as I say, and I know, so that's what it usually means. In this case, it doesn't mean that. This centre square is basically what Aviga told me to do it as. He told me to put the air quotes in or whatever. He told me to type it like this. I did exactly as Aviga says. This centre square only. If Phil has an example of sounding like he's got a lisp, then that means we tick that off. And if it doesn't get ticked, we can blame Aviga. So there we go. I haven't said all that. Please, guys, the first number in chat I see from now on will be what I use for today's bingo card. And the first number in chat I saw was from Radman. I'll try to click on Radman's name, but the chat's going too fast. Radman with 99. So there we go. That's the first one in chat I saw since I asked for it. Here we go. And this is us randomised the bingo card for today's show. So, the bingo card for today is as follows. We need Phil to say idiot, him laughing, him pointing at text, him saying admittedly, and him giving a thumbs up. The second row is Phil butchering a word, him saying contributions, dude, now, and him discussing politics. The third row is Phil saying honest, him flailing his arms, him having a lisp of some sort, if it sounds like it, because, you know, I explained already. Him saying excited, and him scratching the stash. The fourth row is Phil messing about with his phone, him saying million, interesting number, him saying meaningful, obviously, and positive, and the fifth and final row is Phil doing scat talk, him being all toxic, him saying fun, voted, and finally him saying time. That is today's bingo card for today, and I am feeling quite optimistic about it, I must say. I feel like we have a good chance of today's bingo card. Now, of course, as you guys may know by now, the aim of the game is to try and get a full house, 25 out of 25 on the bingo card you see before you're on the screen. If we manage to do that, we will add $25 to the monthly prize fund for bingo. It's the start of a brand new month, of course, so right now we're at $0. We're one square away from getting a bingo win yesterday. Sad that we couldn't get it. Hopefully today we can get a bingo win and we can get a full house to find, to get the bingo prize fund up and running. So yeah, hopefully we can get that full house today for us to start off the bingo prize fund. Of course, there's a variety of ways for us to get a full house as well, to get free spaces for a full house. For example, if Phil snorts or burps 10 times before he starts recording for gameplay for YouTube, that gives us a free space. And if we get 100 likes on this bingo stream before we finish playing bingo, not only will that give us a free space as well, but you guys also get to enjoy the Bubbles animation made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations to celebrate 100 likes. So there you go, you guys are in direct control of one way for us to get a free space. The rest of the ways are controlled by Phil's bizarre bodily functions. I think I've covered all the bases. And of course, one more thing, of course, the bingo prize fund. At the end of the month, we will have a marble race to determine who wins that. But if you want to win with a chance of winning that in the first place, you've got to make sure you've left a comment on the community post, which is linked in the description of this live stream. If you've not done it yet, hurry up and fucking do it. There you go. I think I've covered all the bases. Agent Proper has just turned up in time, says fucking damn marbles. Anyone can win it. Anyone can win it, so yeah, I mean, I know you've never won it, but look on the bright side, neither have I. So yeah, you've got to be in it to win it, as the old saying goes. Fucking marbles. But yes, it's probably not going to be you. You can't suck at marbles, pal. I think I covered all the bases. Let's press a random Scottish soundboard button to send us off into battle once more.
Scotland forever!
And on that note, I guess we're ready to start the bingo. Good luck, everybody. Here we fucking go. Fucking stupid intro. Oh, I guess he's got nothing to talk about today. We'll just fast forward past this shitey intro then. Oops, oh my god. Hold on. We'll play it from here, but I think I'm going to pause very quickly. Jesus. Sweet baby Jesus. Oh my god, what the hell am I looking at? Holy.
Nice shirt, 25 cents.
Jesus. I guess it's hot today in Ranting. Oh, gee. Okay, well, let's get your sunglasses on, guys, and then let's get on bingo.
What is going on, everyone? Phil here. Welcome to the Level 1 podcast for Tuesday, April 2nd, 2024. First of all, apologies to the live audience. I'm a few minutes late today. Not really late or anything, but people notice when I'm late for stuff. Basically, I got a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stressful stuff, okay? And it's causing me to have, like, stress and anxiety. And I'm running around trying to do a million things this morning.
Hey, Phil said a million already. Fantastic.
Burger.
There we go. Do I want this bingo background? I don't know. But Phil said million. That's an interesting number.
Jesus. All right, so ladies and gentlemen. 6 million. 6 million. That's a pretty interesting number, isn't it? 6 million. Well, guess what? You're wrong. It didn't happen. You're making it up, right? You make that shit up. No, how about this? Banned. Gone forever. Because I don't put up with your fucking bullshit.
Now that was good. Now that was a fucking good one.
The bar's being raised.
Okay, so thank you very much to Dist Optimist for a well-timed super chat as well in between that. Yes, thank you for the super chat. It says, that is Phil's dead aunt's shirt. It could very well be indeed. Remember that aunt that gave him gout? Unfairly, you know, she never told the family she had gout, and then she got gout, and then Phil got gout. And Phil's like, how did I get gout? And then it was like, oh, wait, your aunt has it. And Phil's like, oh, if I'd known that, I wouldn't have been such a greedy bastard and ate so much fucking meat. Phil literally blamed his aunt for him getting gout. Yeah, and then that same aunt fucking rented his fucking, Connecticut snort fort until he fucking, she had the audacity. Phil's aunt had the audacity to pass away and stop paying money to Phil for renting out his little fucking condo. How dare she? But yeah. Remember, Phil loves his family, and he's a very family-oriented person and not shit. So there you fucking go. Fuck me, man. So yeah, Phil said million already, straight after the fucking bat.
Meth Bear tipped £10. Here's a tenner to get a bottle of Bucky from the off-license to make watching feel easier. Find that Highland Jacobite spirit, you lowland fancy lad pufter.
Thank you very much to Methbear for a generous tip and as well as the recommendation to get a bottle of Bucky from the off license. I might need to remove that text to speech. I don't know. I get one last thing for me to do, I guess, you know what I mean? Oh, for fuck's sake, but thank you very much, Methbear, for that recommendation. I'll try and put it to good use.
And it's like everything is going wrong. Like, good lord, this is very annoying. Okay, so FYI, all that's happening, and what I want to do is...
I'm going to rewind this actually, okay? I'm going to rewind this a little bit. Phil is immediately prepping and priming his audience for, like, if I am angry today at you, it is because of things going on behind the scenes. Basically, Phil's giving himself a free pass to be a toxic piece of shit towards his audience because he's fucking stressed right now for things going on in his fucking life. Phil, we all have things going on in our fucking lives. We don't take it out on people, especially when we're trying to entertain an audience. If we're not up for, trying to entertain an audience today, and the real life is getting to us, then we just fucking let real life win and not do that. The fact of the matter is, Phil, you turned up to your stream, so obviously you're capable enough to fucking do what you need to fucking do in some, well, you'd think a professional manner. But yeah, I just, here's Phil basically just priming his audience. Oh, I went back too far. But he's priming his audience, basically telling them, look, if I'm angry today, you don't blame me.
What is going on, everyone? Phil here. Welcome to the Level 1 podcast for Tuesday, April 2nd, 2024. First of all, apologies to the live audience. I'm a few minutes late today. Not really late or anything, but people notice when I'm late for stuff. Basically, I got a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stressful stuff, okay? And it's causing me to have, like, stress and anxiety. And I'm running around trying to do a million things this morning. And it's like, everything is going wrong. It's like, good Lord, this is very annoying. Okay, so FYI, all that's happening. And what I want to do is cover some of this stuff for you guys today to know what's going on. It's like not one thing. There's like multiple things that I'm trying to juggle and get working and or figure out. And it's very stressful for me today. It is. So what I'd like to do on today's show is very calmly sit back, relax, talk about each thing one by one, and let's discuss and try to figure out a solution together here on the show. Okay? That's really, I don't want to be here ranting, raving, freaking out about certain things. What I find many times is that sitting here on the podcast discussing topics with all of you, it's first of all, it's cathartic because I get to get it off my chest of what's going on. That's number one. But number two, we brainstorm solutions together many times during the show with the...
Yes, and your fucking entire accumulation of debt has your fucking chat basically equate to roughly one average brain. All of them combined is like the brain power of one average person.
Live audience. We've come to creative conclusions and or good ideas together. And so that's really what I want to do today with the three big things going on. The first one I could just get out of the way right away. YouTube is having all kinds of issues right now. This morning, well, let me put it this way, overnight into this morning, I was trying to read comments because I needed feedback on an issue from yesterday. And it was important that I got your feedback overnight because a lot of the times when I get feedback, it helps me to make judgments and determinations about things like what games to play, what stream to play a game on, how often to play a game, etc. So I was looking for that kind of feedback overnight. And I'm looking at video comments. And it's like, oh, here's some comments. Here's some good information. Let me approve the comments. And, you know, that way I can weigh and balance them. And I can also look at them all. And I approve a bunch of comments. All right. You know, it's later in the night. I'm going to sleep. I go, look, what? The comments are back in the queue. What? Why are the comments? I approved these earlier tonight. Why are they in the queue again? So I approved them all. And then I refresh the page and they're back in the queue. So I don't know if that's an issue with the YouTube app. I don't know if that's an issue with YouTube itself, but that's a problem because that means people are commenting and yes, I can see your comments, but I can't publish them so people can see them. So this morning I jumped onto the desktop version of YouTube to see what was going on.
I jumped onto the desktop version. Translation, I waddled over 3 steps to my computer in the corner of the office.
And all the comments there were completely different. Like comments that didn't show up in the app are on there and I approve those and those show up. But now I have no idea what comments did or didn't show up. Like, for example, someone was watching the bully playthrough and did a super thanks. I was checking overnight. That never showed up in the app at all. And I always, as soon as I see a super thanks, I approve it, I like it, I favorite it, and I respond to it personally and say thank you for the support. Because I am so grateful for people who support my content. And I don't know what happened. So I did get it approved this morning. And you know, hopefully it's stuck and hopefully the person sees my response. But it sucked because a lot of the times I rely on your feedback live, but also in the comments overnight to make these decisions. So I don't know what's going on with comments right now. I don't know if it's a temporary thing. I don't know if it's a major issue with YouTube. I don't know. I'll stay on it and I'll keep checking your comments and I'll keep trying to figure this out. All right. That's number one. Also, I don't know what happened because it seems like one of my videos from Alone in the Dark yesterday is missing a thumbnail. And I don't know why because the editor made the thumbnails and uploaded them, but it's not there. So I don't know if YouTube is glitching and not allowing a certain thumbnail to publish or stick. I'm really confused because it would just be odd that one video didn't get a thumbnail and it won't say, but the others are. I'm at a loss. Okay. In addition to that, it also looks like video view counters may not be working right, but I can't confirm or deny that one. I just find it odd that one part of my Alone in the Dark videos from yesterday has over 400 views and another part has less than 200, but it's the same. It's 4, 5, and 6. And it's part 4 that, or part 5 or 4 that has the least. It doesn't even make sense. So I get the feeling YouTube's all screwed up. All right.
No, that's normal for you, Phil. That's kind of normal.
And I apologize because when YouTube has issues, there's nothing I can do to fix that. It's just a stupid situation that happens. And, you know, it does screw stuff up. People want to see their comments improve. They want to see feedback. They want to know that I'm reading. And you know, it sucks when I can't give you that. And also, you know, obviously I like to maintain, as they say, I maintain a tight ship. I like everything to be in order.
Burger.
I want my videos to upload, to publish, people to be able to see them in the feed if you're a subscriber.
Who fucking cares? Thank you very much for Puddy. Has been popping their bingo membership message saying half a year already. Big ups. Thank you very much, Puddy. Yeah, cheers for all those that kind of, you know, keep being members. I've seen a whole bunch of renewals as well the other day. For us, you know, there's people that have done, you know, been there for like 7 months now as well, you know what I mean? It's like fucking mental, you know, as well, you know. So Puddy's one of those as well. Even though it says member for 6 months, my stream elements tells me it's 7. I don't know why it does that, you know, where it's like 1 month behind or something. It's kind of strange. But yeah, a whole bunch of people have been members since day one, you know. I appreciate that, and hopefully I can give members content. I am planning on doing a stream for members on Thursday for Quiplash. You know, like that'll be during the day. You know, I'm planning to do that during the day for people that can't usually make night streams or whatever, for example, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm planning to do a couple of wee special things. And because I'm off work this week, you know what I mean, we're trying to do a bit more than usual, whatever, special for members. Well, stop breaking YouTube.
And she's a big fucking bitch.
Seriously? God damn it. Why won't you work?
Scotland forever!
This is fucking bizarre. It won't work. So there's a super chat. Hold on.
Subscriber.
As soon as I fucking pause it, please. Someone just gave me a super chat. When did you become such a prude? Phil has had that kind of question several times before, and he always feels he always doesn't like answering those properly. Well, it must have just got leaned. There you go. It's gone.
Come
just
the
like
fuck in
that's
and fuck the
gone.
fuck off.
Oh boy. So this might I'm gonna just I think I'm just gonna press the skip alert button so it won't spam the same notification over and over again and then read them out individually.
Come the fuck in and fuck.
Thank you very much to D-Dog for gifting 10 memberships, and congratulations to the following people for getting a membership. Congratulations to Daniel Cannon, Have a Smashing Day, Evil ADR, Gregory Lake, Timo Cusella, Dark, ES, Barrett Wells, Craig Bullius, and Mike G. Congratulations to you 10 for getting memberships, and thank you very much. That balls fucking notifications popped off individually. Well done to you guys for getting memberships. I'm gonna skip all these. Hang up. This was just before I fucking started going crazy again with the fucking notifications going off. Yeah, it'll spam notifications like twice, basically. I would have fucking played that 20 times, essentially. But yeah, thank you very much, D-Dog, for getting those 10 memberships. And yeah, I'll need to remember to update that before the end of bingo tonight.
I want them to have nice thumbnails, have proper titles, you know, and if it doesn't have that, it actually bothers me. Like, no exaggeration, right now, I'm looking at that video with no thumbnail, and it's actually bothering me. Like, why does that video not have a thumbnail? I know my...
Who fucking cares?
Oh my god, what's up?
Thank you very much to Grease Monkey for the super chat. It says his dents are starting to turn on him, mask slip. It's like, not really. I mean, not really. I mean, this is one of the things. It's a weird one. Like, I know some people are thinking, oh, Phil's getting terrible support lately. This is the beginning of the end. Baldur's Gate 3 carried him, and then that's it. People might not remember how well Elden Ring done for him back in the fucking day. Like, Elden Ring was one of the most successful games he's ever played in terms of financial income he got. All you need to do is look at the game analysis section on the Piece of Peace tips tracker. You go down to Elden Ring. That game generated him over $11,500, and that's tips and super chats combined. That game done phenomenally well for him. If you look at it as well down there, this part of it, the average tips per stream Phil got was $147. So yeah, that game carried him for a while, and this is why I was desperate to bring it back as well. Not just because of DLC coming out, but also because he can try and basically carry him through, you know, before the DLC comes out. You can try and get a bit of it done now, try and get the audience back in or whatever. I am convinced that Elden Ring will carry him through for the next few months in terms of support. That is going to replace Baldur's Gate 3 for the cash cow. That'll be the one game bringing in money. I'm convinced of that. I don't see anything different. But after Elden Ring's done, the big question is what then? But I guess I'll have to wait and see.
Editor, you know, did their job because the other 2 videos have thumbnails. Why would that one not have it, right?
Who fucking cares?
So I get the feeling that just things in general on YouTube are not saving properly. But
oh, hold on. Was that a lisp there? Oh, why I get the feeling? I'm just tempted to tick it just to see if I can get out of the way.
so I get the feeling that just things in general on YouTube are not saving properly. But I can't fix that one. All right, that one's out of our control.
I'm counting it.
So all I'm gonna say is push forward positively, hope for the best, and hopefully YouTube will fix itself over the course of today. Fair enough. Okay. Issue number 2. Over on DSP Throwback. All right.
Here we go. Here we go. The damn dirty detractors and trolls are messing with my polls.
Right? When we did our Retro React stream this week of Bully, essentially, I had a decent time, but about halfway through the stream, I was getting bored, and that seemed to be the consensus with everyone else there on the stream, too. Everyone was like, yeah, it kind of got boring halfway through. It was all right, and it was good to reminisce about school and the old days of video creation, but it just didn't really work. It didn't hook us, like, for example, Heavy Rain did, or even Dark Souls 1 did. And I was like, all right, what we'll do is we'll do a poll, and people will vote over the course of the week on what game they want to see in Retro React next week. Well, apparently my trolls have decided to make a concerted effort to make the polls over there worthless. I don't know why. I don't know what spurned this. It doesn't seem to make sense. I guess maybe they're so upset that people are enjoying the DSP Throwback channel and showing up to streams and engaging and supporting with the older content. They don't like that, right? They just want everything to be an epic fail for me. So because it was so good over there for like a month and a half,
for fuck's sake,
now they're trying to ruin the ongoing React project by basically making the polls completely skewed or worthless. So day 1 that the poll was live, they all pile into the poll and all voted for Bully again, which makes no sense because there were over 500 votes in 10 hours, while last week the entire week only had 500 votes. So unless people mass duplicated themselves like rabbits mating, okay, I'm pretty sure that these are fake votes. In addition, they idiotically...
Hold on. Well, first of all, felt idiotically, so... There we go. Second of all, let's go to his Throwback channel, shall we? And see how many subscribers and all that shit are on there. There are...
Hello, everyone!
Shut up, your dick. There are over 20,000 subscribers to your channel, Phil, on DSP Throwback. Are you trying to say it's impossible for 1,000 of them to vote in a poll? Come on now, Phil. What are you trying to insinuate here? Are you trying to insinuate that most of your subscribers are dead accounts? Come on, Phil. Just admit it, Phil. If Phil would be able to openly admit, yeah, I have over 20,000 subs, but the majority of them, apart from the 0.2k, 21,000 of those 21.2 thousand are dead accounts. I only have 200 active fucking subscribers or whatever. I don't know. This is such an L for him. This is a massive L for him to take and admit to.
This is the fucking Shawshank Redemption, right? But with more tunneling through shit, no fucking redemption.
He left a bajillion comments on the poll saying things like, you know, insults about me and my family, and saying, oh, play Bully, and here's an insult about Phil. Like, so obviously this isn't legit. Obviously what happened is either one of my very ingenious restreamers or content creators on YouTube who are idiots, or maybe one of these people sitting on a Discord with another 400 people sitting on a Discord, all losers, just sitting there chatting with each other all day about me in some weird-ass cultish way, said, hey, everyone, rush to the video and vote it one way and fuck his poll up. So yesterday I said, we're deleting that poll, we're starting over. To be honest, I don't want to do Bully again next week. I don't think it worked the first stream. So let's change it and let's have it be continue Red Dead 1, which was the first Retro React I ever did over 2 months ago. Continue Dark Souls 1, which I did 1 session of, and that one did do well. But then you guys voted in Heavy Rain, so we didn't go back to it. Or start up a Retro React of The Walking Dead, the Telltale series, Season 1. 5 episodes in that season.
I'm going to tell you right now, and so I don't know the future, but I'm going to tell you, he sounds most excited for doing The Walking Dead. He's going to make an executive decision and say he's going to fucking just do The Walking Dead.
Each episode is roughly 90 minutes to 2 hours long. And so they're pretty digestible and it would work pretty good. And you guys suggested that while we were doing Heavy Rain. And while we were doing Heavy Rain, I said, you know, I don't want to do it yet because it's just another narrative-based game. I don't want to do those back-to-back. But after trying Bully and Bully not working, I was like, maybe we should do another one like that, okay? So, I went ahead and made a new poll that was for Red Dead, Dark Souls 1, and Walking Dead. So I go to check it this morning. Guess what happened? I mean, just take a wild guess what happened. So now, within 24 hours of that poll being live, over 800 votes. Again, in 1 week, we got 500 legit voters last week. Now you're telling me in 24 hours we had over 800 votes? So these people are idiots. They're flooding there with bots and shit, and they're just ruining the poll because they're morons. Okay? So, this time I said, I've had enough. And I just closed the poll. Next week, I'm just making the decision at this point. We're going to try The Walking Dead. We're going to...
I called it. Oh, why is Phil so predictable? Why is it always so easy to predict his fucking... This is why I have Bingo. Bingo makes him so incredibly goddamn predictable as well. This is just... How do we know? How did we know? I mean, Phil, try and be original. Try and be a little bit original for once in your life, for God's sake. It's just getting boring at this rate. Thank you very much to Grease Monkey for the super chat, who says Phil doesn't understand the reason the tractors don't like him is not because they want him to fail just for the fun of it. It's because he is a scamming, lying, manipulative, vile person who acts the victim. Yeah, Phil is an absolute fucking con artist who would rather fucking grift his goddamn audience for a fucking $1 rather than try and go out and get a real job or try and... It's like, when he has to use pity and like, oh, woe is me, my poor fucking life is fucking miserable right now, to try and get some guilt money out of his audience. That is when you go, and at the same time he's fucking crying poor and destitute on his fucking streams. You then get these updates on what he's doing in WWE Champions, where Phil has currently spent $783 on WWE Champions. That's a fucking news flash for people who might not be aware. Yesterday, TJ updated Phil's spending antics on WWE Champions. He's in the top 9 right now. As you can see, he's 9th in the list there. And yeah, he is still playing that goddamn game, still spending all sorts of money in it. You know, buggered if I know where the fucking money's coming from. Also, Phil said a bad word yesterday.
Oh wait, play?
He said a bad word.
Yeah, shoot, nigger.
Yeah. In case people wonder about the context, he's trying to read that last word.
So, this is, yeah, shoot, nigger.
Yeah, and yeah, he flubbed his lines as per usual. For God's sake. I love Evil AJ. It's just focusing on the just sit still right now. This is normal speed for Phil. And apparently Evil AJ is feeling like a therapist right now listening to the podcast. Oh god damn, this is going to be brutal. This is going to be tough. At least let's get a full house at least to fucking endure this goddamn therapy Begacy session.
See how it works. In reality, I have never watched myself back playing The Walking Dead ever. Unlike Heavy Rain, where I've gone back and replayed the game and did alternate choices, with The Walking Dead, I've only ever played the game once. And that was it. So I actually don't remember what happens in the plot except at the end of Season 1. That no one's ever going to forget the end of Season 1 who played it. Seriously. It's that emotional. But outside of that, I'm very curious to see what it'll be like watching back this playthrough again. Because I've never done that. And, you know, I remember it being very interesting with the different character arcs and things and how things pan out, and basically on your choices people could live or die. And I don't remember what actually happens in that playthrough at all, okay?
Wasn't that the one where he laughed about the little girl basically it's been, you know, I think, or was it the second season? The wee Clementine character, like, had to like stitch her arm up, you know, because she was bleeding. And Phil laughed about the pain she was in and all that shit. It was a very bizarre thing for Phil to kind of react to while the game's going on. Apparently it was that one, yeah, that's what I thought. I don't know if it was Season 1 though, or if it was afterwards, like Season 2.
So, I'm excited for that, and that's what we're going to be doing per your suggestions, because this was your idea. You guys came up with this when I was doing Heavy Rain. People were like, you know, out of your kind of...
No, never mind. Phil just scratched his ass, sure. We have our first bingo.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
And Dabby Dozy, our first bingo of the game. We're doing quite well so far, the bingo card. Hopefully it can continue coming thick and fast, and hopefully we can get a full house very nice and promptly today, so I can finish on time.
Adventure-based or story-based, choose-your-own-adventure style, Telltale-style playthroughs you've ever done, the top one everyone says is Heavy Rain, and the second best one is The Walking Dead. And I don't mean The Walking Dead seasons 2, 3, and 4. I mean Season 1. The other seasons are good. Like Season 2 is good. Season 3 kind of really stinks. And then Season 4 is just meh. But Season 1 really, I think, showed people how those games could be so well written and emotional that then it spurned a million others to be made. I mean, really, that was the era of then, boom, all these kind of choose-your-own-adventure Telltale games came out, but then they flooded the market, and that's when there was a big market crash for them.
Oh my dog, what's up?
Thank you very much to Grease Monkey for the super chat. Says bingo. There we go. And speaking of super chats, on Phil's side of things, This has not been leaned yet, surprisingly. But Gayfell Super Chat says, I supported Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and it got dropped. Well, Dragon's Dogma 2. 2. Is it yeah, Dragon's Dogma. It's called Dragon's Dogma, isn't it? Yeah. Is it called Dragon's Dogma? I'm wrong fucking page. It's called Dragon's Dogma. Well, Dragon's Dogma. So yeah, so that's a fair question that Baguette's asking. Baguette was all for Final Fantasy VII getting played or whatever. They actually supported it. They wanted it to keep getting played, and Phil dropped like a bad habit. And Dragon's Dogma 2 will get at least one more stream tomorrow night, and then it's probably going to get sent to the Shadow Realm.
Oh my God! What's up?
Thank you very much to ES for the super chat. It says he keeps saying spurned when he means spurred. Yeah, he is awful for that. Well, to be fair, yeah, that's him butchering a word then.
Burger.
There we go. There you go. It's a good shout. He has a few words like that. You know, instead of trying to nip it in the bud, he says nip it in the butt. Like, things like that. He's terrible at trying to fucking, you know. And of course, the most well-known one people will be familiar with is spiritual successor. Instead of spiritual successor, spiritual successor. He flubs his goddamn lines all the fucking time, and it is infuriating. But that's Phil for you.
Shut the fuck up, you cunt!
For fuck's sake. Come on, you just stop being
Because there was no way you could have that many of that style game out and not basically, you know, cannibalize each other and or overcrowd the market where there was no more demand for it anymore. I compare that to exactly what happened with Guitar Hero, Rock Band, where at first it was a great idea and everyone liked it, but then when everyone started making one and they pumped out 700 versions of it, nobody cared anymore because it was too much of the same thing, right?
Anybody care what this guy thinks?
No!
So, next week on Sunday, we're doing The Walking Dead Season 1, Episode 1. It's 12 parts, so roughly 2 hours of video footage, but the thing is, I typically pause a lot. So, I may end up trying to go, like, start a little early and just get right into it, so that way we can actually do the entire first episode on that first stream of it, which I would love if we could do that. That way we don't have lingering 20 minutes of video footage, right? So, it should be fun. I hope you guys will show up for that. That's Sunday night, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time over on the DSP Throwback channel. It's what people wanted who liked Heavy Rain. So I don't see how it wouldn't at least get people, you know, showing up to engage with it. And we'll see how it goes. Okay? Good thing is it's going to be like a complete session, a complete story. So that'll be fun. All right. So anyway, that's issue number 2. And that one's been handled. So the YouTube stuff, I can't fix. If YouTube's having issues today with thumbnails, with approving of comments, with video views, whatever it may be, I can't fix that. That's a system side issue. Okay? But in regards to this poll and the retro react next week, I'm just gonna put my foot down. Let's do The Walking Dead like people had wanted to begin with. Let's stop beating around the bush. Let's stop letting trolls try to skew bullshit. Let's just play it and see what happens. Okay?
You could argue that trolls already did have an impact. So he has stopped playing Bully and he has stopped playing Red Dead Redemption 1 because the trolls.
And what I'll likely do is every week when we do retro react, if it does well and we continue to do it every week, I'll ask people live, what do you guys want? And see, do you want more of this next week? Hey, do you want us to go back to Dark Souls 1? Because honestly, the next thing I would like to do, either if Walking Dead does well, I'd like to continue doing that, you know, weekly. If it doesn't do well, then maybe go back to Dark Souls 1. Because that was one of the original ideas. I think it did well. I had a good time with Dark Souls 1 when we reacted to the first session. So I think that's the idea. Maybe go back to that for a bit. Okay? Okay. Now.
Oh, this is going to be bad.
The third and final thing that we need to tackle today is the toughest one. Okay? It's the schedule. And the reason I say that is because, once again, I find myself in a situation where I don't know what to play, I don't know when to play it, I don't know how to play it, and it seems like no matter what I choose or what I do, no matter who I listen to, I get told I made the wrong decision, I screwed up, this and that, all right? So, to give you some perspective here, all right, here's my perspective, all right? This year, we are now in April, so 3 months have passed in 2024, right? I do not feel at all that this year has had one highly in-demand blockbuster game at all. And that is very odd. Previous years around these times, we've had games such as Elden Ring, Hogwarts Legacy, Resident Evil 4 Remake, just to name a few in the last couple of years. And each time one of those games came out, it felt like an event. It felt like this is something everyone's excited for, this is something everyone wants. And then when I played them, that's exactly what happened. People got excited. They came to the streams. They watched. They supported. They loved the fact that I was playing the big game. Okay? And this has been usually every year. Within the first quarter, there's a game like that. Okay? right? This year, what have actually been the biggest, hypest games that everyone talks about?
Helldivers, that's been quite hyped up and people seem to really liking that game. You know, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth also seemed to have went down quite well.
Palworld. Helldivers 2. Okay, and what's the latest one? There's another one out, I think, right now that everyone's talking about, right? Now, do you see the difference between the last 2 to 3 years and this year?
No. No, there's still, there's always going to be games coming out. There's also going to be hyped games coming out. There's also going to be, you know, kind of average games coming out. My opinion is thus. It is up to the content creator to make as entertaining a product as possible for the audience to enjoy. It is down to the content creator to try and make their streams and content entertaining. That comes down to their personality. It's not the game's responsibility to make you money, Phil. It is your own responsibility. You've got to fucking make it entertaining. You've got to fucking add something to that fucking live stream, which the game can only fucking do so much and carry you so far in. The final push. So basically, if you're saying it's the games that are bringing butts to the fucking seats, they must have stopped Ellen from going to any other live stream on the fucking platform and watching someone else's playthrough instead. You've got to try and deliver that final fucking bit and try and make it worthwhile for people to say in your fucking streams. But you don't do that. You rely too much on the games and you think the game's going to carry you over the fucking finish line, and when it doesn't carry you over, you blame the game. Rather than looking within and blaming yourself and not trying to be as entertaining to your audience as you could be. That's something that Phil has lost ever since he became a live streamer. When Phil had to fucking fill that dead air with all that crude sexual innuendo and homophobic jokes and racist jokes, he had to fill a dead air when he was recording without a live stream. But people seem to actually fucking like that, even though it's cringe and all that shit, you know what I mean? It was the most successful time as a fucking content creator. It made him the big fucking bucks. But now he's a fucking live streamer. There is no fucking personality to fucking look at. It's just him staring at his fucking chat waiting for them to tell him what to fucking do and how to play a fucking game. And if the fucking support's not forthcoming, he'll fucking turn to the fucking chat and say, guys, support's a bit slow tonight. Hint, hint. It's honestly infuriating as all goddamn hell.
Is there nothing on the internet that I won't masturbate to?
That's the random Scottish soundboard button, and that's just out of context.
You'll notice the big pattern, correct? That's different here, right? The difference is, previously, these were giant games that were AAA releases, that were readily available on every platform, that everyone wanted to see me play. It was an easy, slam-bang decision. Let's get them, let's play them, let's do it. And even if they didn't last, for example, Hogwarts Legacy did not last that popularity the entirety of the playthrough. It was basically like the first couple of weeks, and then it died out. But still, it was that event, big event feeling when I went into those playthroughs, correct? And that was good. And then what you do is when you have those big event feeling games, you fill in the blanks with other games, and everything works fine, correct? This year, we haven't had that once. And I mean that. With Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, maybe for me and for the Yakuza audience, we felt that, but that did not feel that way across the board in gaming. It's a small niche audience that likes that Japanese-centric culture JRPG style game, right? Let's be honest here. That's absolutely true. I thought Final Fantasy VII Rebirth was going to do it. I thought that would be the big game. Absolutely not.
Oh, apparently I've got 100 likes already. Wow, fuck, that was fucking fast. Guys, thank you very much for liking the stream. I mean, I assume we got 100 likes because D-Dogs just went, yeah, 100 likes, so I imagine that's the case. 100, holy shit, 109 likes, are you fucking kidding me on? Well, guys, thank you very much for liking the stream, as well as getting a free space for the 100 likes. You guys also get to enjoy the Bubbles animation made by supremely talented Pixar Animations. Remember, keep an eye on the bottom right for Jasper to do his thing. Oh, come up, Jasper, kitty. Good cat. There we go, guys. Thank you very much for liking the stream. Remember, 200 likes is another free space. These free spaces double up. If Phil snorts 20 times, that's 2 free spaces. If we get 200 likes, that's 2 free spaces as well right there. So these all double up for the free spaces. We might not need them today, who knows? But yeah, guys, thank you very much for liking the stream so far. Hopefully we can get a full house today and get $25 on the board for the bingo prize fund for this month.
I started playing Rebirth, within a couple of streams, all the hype had died down. People were already talking about other RPGs that were already out or about to come out, or they were talking about Helldivers 2 or something else like that. This year, there has not been a single game that has been so big or so momentous or so hyped or so in line with what everyone wants that it becomes the talk of the town and the one major focus. It just hasn't happened. And you can say, well, what about Helldivers 2? Yes, but but that's for a certain audience. That's for those who like the indie game, for those who like a co-op game online. It's not for everyone.
Oh, so hold on. So if I go to Twitch right now and search Helldivers 2, is Phil telling me it won't really have much of an audience or much of a demand? Let me see. Let me go to Twitch. Yeah, we're on Twitch right now. Here we go. Just pause as a random person. Helldivers 2, there we go. Helldivers, one of the first ones there. So, what's the kind of metrics for Helldivers 2? Categories. Helldivers 2.
Oh my dog! What's up?
Thank you very much to Barrack Wells for the super chat who says he wants game companies to hype up his channel for him. It sounds like it. When the content creator can't be asked to try and hype up these big new games, it's up to the game developers themselves apparently to fucking hype up for them. Helldivers 2 currently has over 20,000 viewers and 151,000 followers. The streams of 5.6k viewers, 1.5, 720, 703, 625, 515. These are numbers that Phil will be very happy to get in his own content. Because right now he's at 679. That's because he's apparently having an absolute meltdown. The tractors are talking about his ridiculous shirt. People are saying it's like a therapy session for him right now. So these numbers right now are purely for the podcast and Phil having a goddamn meltdown right now. Apparently this gets a whole lot worse. Don't worry guys, we have orders on standby should we need them. Let's just resume the bingo and let's see how much worse this could get. And let me just play the Scottish soundboard again until it starts playing again.
Fuck's sake, Jesus!
You know, people playing Helldivers 2 are not necessarily the same people who are going to play an RPG, who are not necessarily the same people who are going to play a fighting game, right? But when everyone ran to play Elden Ring, everyone ran to play Resident Evil 4.
I didn't.
Remake. You see the point I'm making? There
No.
really hasn't been at all one game that has stood out and been the big game in the first 3 months of this year. Instead, I've explained this, what's happened, I feel like people have gone into their own pockets, their own little niche communities for each kind of game that they like. The RPG players are having a great time because there's a million RPGs out right now, but they're kind of clustered because there's so many out, they don't even know what to focus on, right? The people who like the online co-op stuff, they're all playing Helldivers. Fighting game players, we're playing Tekken 8. Then the DLC came out for Street Fighter 6, they moved on to that. So even there's like a discrepancy. Is it Tekken 8 or is it Street Fighter 6 right now, right? Like the focus is just all over the place. And when that happens, it's very hard for me to do stuff that appeases my audience, right? I was locked in this huge playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3 for months and months. I wanted to keep playing Like a Dragon. I toughed through it despite the fact I knew that the majority of my audience wasn't paying attention. I got through both. And now I'm at the end of the tunnel.
Oh my dog! What's up?
Thank you very much to Black Mage for the super chat who says, what in God's name is he wearing? Helen Keller would say that shirt's too damn loud. Holy hell.
Nice shirt, 25 cents.
Yeah, it's something interesting, alright. This will be one of his shirts you got at a fucking discount store or whatever for $12 or whatever. He's like, this shirt would cost $40 to $50 in the normal big retail store, but I got it for $12 dues. It's yeah, it's an offence on the eyes. But at least it's not the black begging shirt. I was half expecting the black begging shirt today.
In fact, I knew that the majority of my audience wasn't paying attention. I got through both. And now I'm at the end of the tunnel. I'm doing new stuff. I'm enjoying myself, by the way. Like, Alone in the Dark is great.
You're doing new stuff. You're playing Elden Ring. Game of the Year from 2022. Phil, you're playing an old game today. This is not new stuff. Also, RPG. You've got through RPG Overload, and you've brought back an RPG from 2022.
Great. I'm going to keep playing that game. It's probably going to be about 2 more major streams. And I'm very excited to continue playing and finishing it, and people are showing up for it and engaging and supporting the streams, which is great. That's why I find it odd that here we are, and it's saying like one of my videos of...
Oh my dog! What's up?
For fuck's sake. Thank you, Prophet, for the super chat. It says, Black Mage, I've got 125mg gummies on the way. P.S. Jad sucks at Rocket League. Nah. Prophet, you wee bald perverted dick. Thank you for the super chat. And yeah, stop bullying Black Mage.
And engaging and supporting the streams, which is great. That's why I find it odd that here we are, and it's saying like one of my videos of it has 100 views. How is one video of over 400 views and one has 100? It's the same playthrough. What would make someone watch one video 3 times more than the other when it's an ongoing narrative playthrough? It makes no sense. I think YouTube's fucked up. Okay, but anyway. The point I'm making here is, I'm trying to make the right...
Oh, fuck you and your shitey fucking points.
Oh my dog! What's up?
Thank you very much to Dist Optimus for the super chat, who says, why is a variety streamer worried about a universally loved game? Oh, he's a AAA simp. That is pretty much it. Yeah, he is too hyper-focused on AAA titles. He always has been, he always will be. He doesn't want to try and give these small indie games a chance. And he has a fucking mini PC. He could fucking open Steam. He could open Steam right now on that mini PC of his and just find some random fun game to play for his audience. A free game on Steam. Could be anything, but no, he won't do that because he wants to stick to what he thinks is a tried and true tested method of success. Because it worked in 2011, guys.
The point I'm making here is, I'm trying to make the right decisions, okay? And I've made some decisions based directly on your feedback, but now the result that's happening afterward isn't as expected, and I need to know what you guys want me to do, because for the month of April, I mean, we're going to know better when we hit up Saturday and my marathon event for my birthday, because on Saturday we're going to be going through the game schedule, and when we do that, we're going to see exactly what games come out when, and we'll be able to see excuse me, we'll be able to see what happens with new releases versus time in between new releases, and see if we want to fit in other games and things. That's going to help for sure. But right now, for the month of April, I'm uncertain on what to focus on, except Elden Ring, because I need to play Elden Ring. All right, I need to get back to the point where the DLC is. Right? I have to. If I don't, I can't play the DLC, and I know everyone wants to see the DLC in June, correct? Guys, I'm just gonna say this right now. Shut up about Stellar Blade. We're not even talking about that. That's later in the month. I've already said I'm not interested in it, and if you spam the chat with it, no matter who you are, I'm gonna time you out. So
oh, for God's sake, the toxicity. The sheer toxicity. Oh, boy. I completely forgot about Stellar Blade. There you go. Oh, this is apparently... This might be the beginning of a lengthy rant, apparently. Let's see.
Shut up about Stellar Blade. That's not the topic right now. You have to listen to what I'm saying and stop spamming chat with nonsense. Okay? Shut up about it.
The topic of the chat right now is Phil wants all your money desperately. So tell him what to play so you can give him as much money as possible for him playing what you want him to. You want him to fucking play. Oh, for God's sake. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Oh, god damn. Go on, Phil. Get it off your chest.
About it. It gets tiring. It does. When people say the same shit every day, and I've already tons of times explained rationale of why I'm interested in a game or why I'm not. You should respect my decision to want to play a game or not, and not fucking spam chat like a child. So
okay, hold on. So Phil, you're telling you're asking your audience, please tell me what to fucking play. Your audience have been spamming for weeks essentially Stellar Blade. It kind of sounds to me like your audience wanting to play Stellar Blade. That's the. I mean, I might be just reading the lines wrong here. I'm trying to read the room here a little bit. You know, reading between the lines. Your audience are asking for a game. A lot of them are asking for it. You've been asking us for several days now, weeks, you know, and you said no. And then you turn to your audience and goes, guys, please tell me what to play so I can get better support on my streams. To me, it sounds like they want you to play Stellar Blade. I might be wrong in how I'm reading that, though, you know. What do I know? I'm not a 15-year YouTube content creator. I don't do this as a goddamn living or anything.
Please stop. Okay. Now, here's what's going on right now with my current playthroughs. Let me get you all caught up with this. Okay? Right now, Alone in the Dark's doing good. Every time I play it, good attendance, good engagement, good support. Playthrough was doing fine until this view issue, which I don't know if it was an issue or not, what the hell's going on with it. But it's doing well. Okay? Cool. Excellent. We are about to jump back into Elden Ring. I don't know how this is going to do. I don't. But I feel like this is a necessary thing I have to do anyway. Right? Correct. I have to play Elden Ring. We have to get to the DLC portion. It's going to take a bit because I have to get back into the game. It's reacclimated. I have to add this word to my vocabulary. Because I keep saying other words that aren't correct. The word is reacclimated. It means you have to get adjusted back to a climate. Like, let's say you were living in a hot, warm climate, but now you're moving somewhere where it's cooler. Right? So you have to get reacclimated. And that's what it is. I've been away from FromSoft for a year. Yes, I did play Lies of P, but that played a lot more like Bloodborne. I have to get reacclimated to the world of Elden Ring. I have to get up to the point where I can do the DLC. It's going to take a bit. There's a while to go, and there's content to do before we get there. Okay?
Isn't it great that Phil teaches you big English words that he's terrible at fucking using himself? Thank God that Phil Burnell is there to explain for all the non-Italians in the room.
So this is necessary regardless. And again, to reiterate why I need to play Elden Ring now, I don't want to start Elden Ring in like May, play for a month, get to the point where the DLC is, and then immediately start the DLC. That's too much Elden Ring. You know, I want to play some now, then be able to take a break from it, and then go back to it feeling refreshed for when the DLC comes out. And that's my point here, is that's why this is the right time to start Elden Ring again.
Okay? Yeah, and Colleen's saying he's using big words without understanding what they mean. I mean, I do. Basically, it's this.
God, it's like you just use words you hear randomly to try and sound smarter.
It's basically that. Let's be honest, yeah. That's basically Phil Burnell down to a T. Down to a goddamn T.
T.
Couldn't help myself.
Now, excuse me. So, that's why Elden Ring's going to work, I feel. Okay? So, between Alone in the Dark and Elden Ring, that stuff is set, and I think we're good on that.
So, Phil, quick question. What if it doesn't? Now, personally, I believe you're probably going to be okay with Elden Ring. I think Elden Ring will carry him through the next few months. But the big question is, Phil, what if it doesn't bring you the success that you're expecting? The fucking success you're demanding? What if it doesn't deliver the results, Phil? What then?
Alright? What's uncertain right now are the night streams. Alright? First of all, tonight we're actually going to try the Star Wars Battlefront Classics collection again. And I'm curious to see how it works and if it works. Because we played it on release day and it didn't work. At all. It was just broken. Horribly laggy. Hit detection not working. It was just a waste of time. Right? So, tonight, they've patched it and I want to see how much better it is. If it plays decently, then we can at least have it as a random stream every once in a while. I'm not saying it would be a regular thing, but maybe once a week, you know, toss it in there as a variety stream or something like that. I think that would work well. Okay? Now, exactly. Nick says, I wonder if people already moved on. Yeah, I don't even know if it works, right? I literally don't know if it works. And if it does work, how many people are playing? It's a good question. That's why we're going to experiment with that tonight. Okay?
The jiggle is hypnotic, isn't it, guys? It is hypnotic as hell.
Now, I'm currently playing a game. I'm 9.5 hours into it. All right? And I don't know what to do with it. It's called Dragon's Dogma 2. Okay? I'm only playing Dragon's Dogma 2 because you guys and gals requested it.
Here it is. The audience are to blame. The audience requested it. The audience wanted a game, but it's not getting the money he thinks it deserves, and so it's the audience's fucking fault.
Remember, originally a few weeks ago, I said I was set on playing Rise of the Ronin. Okay? I said I want to play Rise of the Ronin. And everyone was like, well, you could play Rise of the Ronin, but we feel that Dragon's Dogma 2 is going to be a better choice. Dragon's Dogma 2 looks like it might be a Game of the Year contender. Dragon's Dogma 2 is just going to get better, you know, more people. It's going to get more viewership, and you should definitely play Dragon's Dogma 2. Okay? And I'm like, well, you know, by the way, now I'm just going to start banning people, because now you're just doing it on purpose. So I'm just going to start banning people now. I mean, go ahead, keep bringing up Stellar Blade and see what happens. I've outright said no a million times, so every person who says it will just be banned, and I'm going to laugh, actually. In fact, here's 2. There you go, there's 2. And let's continue. Just continue to say it and see what happens.
Jesus, Phil.
You want to test me? Go right ahead. I have a point to make on my stream. I have to concentrate and not be distracted by idiots. Okay.
Fucking hell.
Now, as I was saying, with Dragon's Dogma 2, alright, this is a game that basically combines the gameplay of a FromSoft game, say Dark Souls, with Monster Hunter. Like, I feel like that's exactly what they were going for with it, okay? Like, totally dead on, that's what they were going for. They didn't want it to feel like you were playing Dark Souls again. They wanted you to feel like you're in a team-based setting with others co-oping against these giant, you know, creatures that if you just soloed them, you wouldn't be able to beat them. So essentially, it almost feels like a co-op Dark Souls, but it's not because you're using, it's AI, right? You're not teaming up with real people online or anything like that. That's really what the first game felt like. It's cryptic. It doesn't have a lot of explanation of what you're supposed to do or how you're supposed to go about stuff. So there you go. A lot of people like that. A lot of people don't, right? Like a lot of people feel like the game is too cryptic and has a lot of issues. And what I've always noticed is the moment I started playing it, people are like, wow, the game looks like shit. The game doesn't look like shit. It performs like shit. And what I mean by that is the graphics themselves are fine, but the game has a choppy frame rate because they did it in the RE engine, which isn't meant for an open world style of game, yet they did it anyway. And of course, at launch, they instituted motion blur and they instituted ray tracing. So the whole first 7.5 hours of my playthrough do look bad. But as of last night, they patched the game and now you can disable that stuff. And now the game looks better. It does. It does look much better now. So I think Capcom is addressing the issues. The problem is it took them a week and a half to get around to addressing any of them. And that could be an issue for a lot of people. You know, first impressions are everything, right? And that's a problem. If people look at first impressions, wow, why is the game so choppy? They're going to say, well, I'm not going to pay attention to it anymore, right? For me, I'm 9.5 hours in and I'm on the fence about the game. Like, I don't love the game, but I also don't hate it. I feel like right now I'm just kind of still feeling it out of what I think about it. There are times when I really like it. Awesome moments when I'm smashing enemies and doing cool combos and taking out big bosses. I'm like, this is neat. And then there's other times like last night, I freaking go for a mission and the mission says, just go to a masquerade ball. Okay, so I dress in the clothing, I put on a mask, I walk into the ball. I get an achievement. It says, you attended the masquerade ball. And as I'm walking in, all the people walk out. And I'm like, where'd everyone go? And I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Is there a mission here or not? And I can't figure it out. So now I'm passing time and the ball just won't restart. And everyone's like, yeah, so you're like the unluckiest dude on the planet. You literally walk into the masquerade ball as it ended, which ended the quest. So now you have to cycle an entire day's time and come back at the beginning of the ball to have the NPCs start doing their dialogue triggers again so that you can actually have that mission advance. And by the way, the cutscene that's supposed to play never played for me. There's supposed to be a cutscene showing someone walk behind the masquerade ball into a room, and then you figure out, oh, there's a secret passage in that room. That's where you go. And it never happened for me. So it's like, I guess I'm just Mr. Unlucky, right? So stuff like that frustrates me, you know? And the fact that the entire game, I know it's going to be a lot of walking, going on foot and stuff. It's going to not be the most fun thing to watch at all moments. But like I said, I don't think Dragon's Dogma 2 would ever work as a daytime stream. It's too lengthy. It's too dragging on. There's not a lot of story developments at all in it. Like, there's almost no story in this game. Usually it's a few quick cutscenes, and you're right back to doing the kind of grindy style open world gameplay and combat, which is the majority of the game. Excuse me. So, I don't think it's going to work in that regard as a day stream. You need something that's more narrative-based or more action-based for the day stream. You do. So, that's why I made it the late night chill stream, and people seem to agree, yeah, it's going to work better there. So, last night, I played it. And now keep in mind, launch day, I played 5.5 hours of it, but then I wasn't able to play it right again because I had to finish up Baldur's Gate 3 and Like a Dragon, which I have. Then I played it again on Saturday night, and now I played it again on Monday night. Last night, it was a decent attendance, let's put it that way. But what I found is half the people that were there were just there to troll. They were just a bunch of new accounts I'd never seen before, and they're saying stupid shit, and they're saying disgusting things. Their names are all messed up, and they're just sitting there trolling in the chat. I'm like, oh, you know, when I get a late night chill stream, I just want to relax with the audience and enjoy the game and interact a lot. We didn't get that last night, although there were a few people there that were very helpful with the game or whatever. Basically, it was very frustrating to have a lot of idiots in the chat. I was like, oh my God, I got to deal with this shit, right? And to be very frank, all right, engagement was low and support was very low. And, you know, the thing is, I can have like one, what's considered a late night chill stream game in the rotation, where we don't get a lot of engagement or support. It's more about a smaller crowd, a niche audience that likes it, okay? And that's the game, that's how it happened. That's literally what Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth was. For end of January all the way until just this week, that was my late night chill stream game, where for 2 months, I knew I wasn't going to get a lot of people. I knew I wasn't going to get a lot of support, but I liked the game and I wanted to continue on with it, and it went for 60-some hours, okay? It's okay to have one game like that in the rotation, but I can't have 2-3 games like that in the rotation. I've got to find games that people actually want to see, will come out to engage and support. That's how I maintain this business. That's how I'm able to do what I love for a living, is that balance, all right? Again, if I just played all the games that I always wanted to play, it wouldn't work. I've got to find that happy medium between everything I love, what you guys love, and the things that we can do together that are going to work out, right? And that's why I love having these interactive conversations with all of you, because I get your feedback right away and we get to judge what's going on. And
well, they've given you feedback, Phil. You are having clear as crystal. You are getting told, play Stellar Blade, play Stellar Blade, play Stellar Blade, play Stellar Blade, play Stellar Blade. And you're banning people for suggesting that. There's a game that your audience clearly want to see you play, and you're banning people for suggesting that, and then you're fucking turning around and saying, guys, what do you want to see me play? And D-Dog's asking how far we're behind current Phil. We are 32 minutes behind current Phil.
And honestly, that's why I'm upset about the comments. I was trying to get comments on the gameplay last night and my daily wrap last night to find out what to do today, and I couldn't get the—
Oh god damn, the daily fuck me, I forgot about this. Guys, did you see how long this fucking daily crap was? 17.5 goddamn minutes for his daily crap. 17 minutes and 27 seconds. I mean, fuck that. I mean, no. Just no. Just no.
The comments approved. It really frustrated me. I'm like, dude, this is the time I really need feedback. And if YouTube didn't want to work, I'm like, oh my god, that's really what drove me nuts this morning. Okay.
Who fucking cares?
So, after last night's stream, it's like, it performed so poorly. I mean, literally, I got like 1 super chat all night. I think it was 2 memberships and like 2 tips. So it was like,
you got free tips, Phil. Don't be so fucking mean to the people that supported your stream.
Maybe $10 raised. And again, it's not always about that, but is this going to be a pattern for this game? Is this going to be my late night chill stream game, just like a Dragon, where that's the case? If that's the case, okay, but then I got to be sure that everything else I'm doing is in line with what you want, so that those streams do better. Okay, so that's the question I'm proposing to everyone, all right? Dragon's Dogma 2, what do you think about it? If you don't think the game's good, why? Is there something I can do about the playthrough to improve it so people will actually show up and engage and support with those streams? Or is it destined to be a game that people just aren't going to like?
Phil, I've got a fucking suggestion for you, okay? Clearly, the most important thing for you to try and get money for playing this game. So give your fans an ultimatum. If Dragon's Dogma 2, your next stream of it, does not get $50+ in tips, then walk away from the game. Play something else. There you go. That way you'll know for sure whether your audience are really fucking dialed in or not. Give your audience an ultimatum. Either they speak up with their wallets or they don't want the game.
And if that's the case, why? Because I really want to know. Because remember, I was going to play Rise of the Ronin. I was dead set on playing Rise of the Ronin. And you guys convinced me otherwise and said, no. I remember the day I was sitting right here. And I said, what would you say? Everyone, DD2, 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 DD2. Everyone wanted Dragon's Dogma 2. Everyone asked for it. And I said, all right, I guess I'll change my mind. I'll listen to your opinions. I'll do what you want. And now here we are playing it. And now people are like, nah. So what happened? Right? Where is that discrepancy? Is it a problem with the game? Is it a problem with my playstyle? Is it a problem with...
Yes, is it, yeah, yeah, Phil, the problem's you. Ultimately, and undeniably, the problem is always you.
That discrepancy. Is it a problem with the game? Is it a problem with my playstyle? Is it a problem with both? Is it a problem with the time slot? I want to know. Because sadly, I hate to say it, this kind of game, I don't think would work as a day stream. As I said, the day streams usually have to be focused on games that have a lot of narrative or a lot of, say, like different kinds of action and stuff like that. This game is just open world roaming, grinding a lot of repetitive combat, not a lot of big narrative or story elements at all. The game has almost none. It's very bare bones in that regard. It's more about exploring the world and smashing monsters constantly, right? Excuse me. So I need to know your opinions, and I definitely want to hear. See, Zero says if you're not enjoying it, it won't work. Who says I'm not enjoying Dragon's Dogma 2? Like I said, I'm not in love with the game, but I feel like I'm just getting into a rhythm of playing it. I played it 5.5 hours on launch day, 2 hours on Saturday night, 2 hours last night, and I just got a new build. I just got the Warrior build, and I'm trying to learn it. And are there some frustrating things about the game? There are, but I feel like just like with the first time that I played this game, it grew on me. Like originally when I played Dragon's Dogma 1 12 years ago, at first, I was definitely kind of like, oh, I don't know about it. But once I finally got into a rhythm, once I got a build that I really liked, I ended up enjoying it a lot more. I did treat it, quite frankly, even though I wasn't a streamer, I treated it like my chill game. Like I would sit back and relax and I would play it and I would have a drink and I would grind and I would kill monsters and I would record that footage and upload it. And honestly, it didn't do that well. Do you want to know the truth? Dragon's Dogma, the original playthrough, didn't do that well. I think it was like the first, few days that I played it did okay. And then after that, once you got to the part where you realize, oh, the formula is just a bunch of open world grinding, it actually didn't do well at all. I remember because I wanted to rush to finish it because I was going on a trip. And then I beat it, but then everyone's like, there's a post-game dungeon. I was like, seriously? Well, let me just rush and finish the dungeon. And come to find out the dungeon is like 6-7 hours long. I thought it was like an hour long. So I was rushing to finish it. I didn't get it done. I just remember that. Okay? So basically, I know for a fact, even back then, this franchise didn't do that well in my content. And that was when I was at the peak of my height of popularity on YouTube, right? So that's what's frustrating here is I don't know what to do about this game. Is this a game you want me to keep playing? How do I adjust it to make it work? I tried it as a day stream, but the feedback is essentially, excuse me, essentially it's not as good of a game as people thought it was going to be. And as a day stream, it's going to fail because it's just a lot of combat, right? Again, there's not major story elements or things that are really going to happen. The cutscenes are limited. It's more run around, smash enemies, running around against.
Oh, Phil, your content is limited. Your fucking playthroughs are limited. Your entire fucking channel is limited. What do you want your audience to fucking do? Pay and give you money and make the fucking bad fucking feelings go away? This is ridiculous. Oh, some troll super chat in his stream. Can't see it in time. Bad callers for the first super chat they've ever had. You talk like you live a virginal life. Eternal Napalm clearly on the ball with these spammed or these troll super chats. What the hell? But yeah, still not leaned, by the way. Still not leaned that super chat. Waste of money, by the way, guys. Even troll super chats, in my opinion, complete waste of money. That's $2 US. The guy couldn't have even got an Argentinian VPN and gave that super chat. For shame. Who framed Roger Rabbit is saying Phil is particularly on edge tonight. His legs are going 1,000 miles per hour. Thing is linked to the $3,700 plus WWE Champions leak. I'm not too clued up on that leak, by the way. I'm not too sure what's happening with that. So, full disclosure, I think it was Duty that claimed that Phil has spent $3,700 on WWE Champions Spike throughout the month. That kind of goes against the narrative that TJ Gamebox has been, because obviously TJ tracks it all. But Phil has actually been quite quiet in WWE Champions as of late. There's not, as you can see from TJ's Twitter, there's not a lot of, March 23rd was a previous update on WWE Champions. And even then, that was for like $756 if he had not gotten, that Bubba Ray. And before then, the next update was, God even fucking knows, who knows. Like March didn't have a whole lot. At the start it did. And the start, Phil had spent like $1,300 odd. It's more like, I'm not entirely sure how accurate that number is. Besides, I'm saying, didn't TJ get shadow banned? No. I mean, like, you know, TJ posted, you know, recently, he's like, this was the last night, this post here. So he's still around, as far as I can tell, TJ. I can see his account alright, I can see his tweets alright, nothing wrong with that. And he's still interacting with people as far as I can tell as well, yeah, so... Ah, Jesus, but yeah, I'm not sure if I'm not sure how big that number is, essentially. You know what I mean? Phil did spend thousands of dollars in March on WWE Champions. And as of yesterday, it looks like he's spent $783. So, make of that what you will.
Smash more enemies, that's the game. That's way more in line with my late night chill stream mantra of, hey, come on, just relax. We're doing some gameplay, but we're also going to talk and interact and make it more interesting as opposed to me being hyper-focused on the game. That's how it's always been, okay? So, does Dragon Dogma 2 work? If it doesn't work, then what do? Do I drop the game? Do I only play it as a late night chill stream and just accept that it's always going to be a slower stream with way low support? Like, what do I do? All right, I want to know. I genuinely want to know. I need feedback here. I'm okay with continuing to play it as a chill stream. I don't think it's ever going to work as a day stream because of the style of game it is, just being honest. But it sucks because people convinced me it would. That's why I bought it. That's why I'm playing it. I would have been playing Rise of the Ronin, and I guess I don't know if I made the correct decision here, okay? Now, the funny part about all of this is, okay, people in the chat are saying, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I played Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Don't you remember? I didn't skip the game. You guys talk as if I skipped the game and didn't play it. I did. I'm 20 hours in. I think I stopped around the 20-hour mark. And the reason I stopped is because people were not showing up to the streams. I remember the last stream I did of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, okay? We had 200 viewers on a day stream. Day streams were typically you can get 300, 400, 500, depending on the game, you know? We had 200. The people who were on the stream were actively complaining during the entirety of the stream that they were bored. They were like, wow, we had no idea this game was this boring. It just is. It's just really boring. And it sucks because I like the game. I actually like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I was having a good time with it. Admittedly, when I got to the second open world area and I realized, man, the open world content is...
Oh, we have another bingo. Admittedly, we said.
Burger.
There we go.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
Fantastic stuff indeed. We have another bingo and hopefully we can get on our way to a full house today. As Phil rants and raves with Final Fantasy VII.
Rebirth. I was having a good time with it. Admittedly, when I got to the second open world area and I realized, man, the open world content is so similar to the first area. I wonder if it's all the same for the whole thing, right? But for the most part, I was enjoying myself. I was having a good time. But people were constantly complaining. Every time you do the card game, it's boring. Well, you need to play the card game because there's card game stuff in the story later and you need to have good cards to beat it. We don't care. It's still boring. I didn't put the card game in the game. I didn't design the game. I'm just playing the game for what it is, right?
But you're forcing that content on your audience. You could have fucking done that off stream, Phil, the card game stuff. It wasn't personal, you know, you had no reason to enforce that on your audience. They found it very boring to watch that. And yet you chose to fucking do it for your audience as a normal stream and they got bored to tears of it.
And then I'm doing the open world content because it's there, it's part of the game. Oh, this is boring. Do you want me to just skip it all? I can. But then people will complain that I didn't do all the content of the game. I rushed through it, right? So what do you want, right? But this is what I was faced with when I was playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I was hyped for it. I was excited for it. I was enjoying playing it. And it wasn't in line with what was happening on the streams. People were literally telling me, man, this is boring. Do something else. This is a bust. That's literally exactly what was happening on those streams.
Who fucking cares?
So, I play Final Fantasy VII, not working. I play Dragon's Dogma 2, not working. What do I equate here? Like, what? Let's be honest. What's the one common factor?
Not working. Phil Burnell.
They're JRPGs, right?
Is he about to blame Japan? Those damn dirty Asians ruining his fucking life again. They stole his first place at Evo and now they're fucking ruining his fucking business.
Just like a dragon. They're JRPGs. This is the problem. And I kept telling you guys this was going to happen. That when so much of the same style of game comes out, people will have a shorter attention span. If there was only one JRPG that had come out in the last 3 months and it was the hype one, if there was no Like a Dragon, if there was no Dragon's Dogma, if there was no Persona 3, if there was no Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, if the only JRPG that had come out in the last 3 months was Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, everyone would be all over the game. People would be hyped for it, excited. That's what happened with Final Fantasy VII Remake, is that it was the only RPG. All other RPGs stepped back and gave it its birth to come out because they expected it to be this giant dynamo game. They really did. And because of that, everyone was hyper-focused on playing Final Fantasy VII Remake, and it got a ton of attention, right? In this case, this is just one amongst many, many JRPGs that have come out in the last 3 months. So all the attention gets all over the place. Like I said, there's not one big game that came out in 2024 yet that's everyone's focus. It just hasn't happened. Even if you're like, oh, Helldivers. No. Number one, it didn't get hype. It only got virally popular because people were playing it like streamers. And then even then, it's for a niche audience of people who like online co-op. It is not a ginormous AAA hyped major release that everyone in the gaming industry is playing. It's just not the case. Okay? It's a very popular game and people love it, and that's great. I give it credit. Because like I said, if it was my style of game, I would be playing it right now, but it's just not. That whole online team-based co-op isn't what I do. But there's not been one singular game that's gotten everyone's focus, and this is the problem. I'm trying to get a schedule of games that you guys want, so you'll come by every day, you'll engage, you'll support, you'll have a good time with me, and even if not, maybe only one of the games I'm playing right now is of your interest. Cool. That's why I like being a variety streamer. But I have to get to that level where we get the right balance, okay? And I'm listening to feedback, and then for some reason, these games aren't clicking. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and Dragon's Dogma 2 both have not clicked. Alone in the Dark is clicking. It's working. Elden Ring. Do I think Elden Ring's going to blow everyone away? No. I played the game twice already. But at least we're doing stuff that's working towards the DLC. I think there's going to always be a core audience for Elden Ring no matter what. Like, people like the game, right? They enjoy it. And so I don't think we're going to have an issue there. Okay? The problem is finding the other games to fill in the blanks. So I can't just play 2 games nonstop. We like variety, right? You know, fighting games were working for a while, but I played them for 9 straight months. I got burnt out. I don't want to get burnt out to the point where I'm not enjoying what I'm doing. And that's exactly what happened with fighting games. You get too worked up about them, caring too much about, your performance and rankings and all that shit. And every session becomes such a stress-filled session that you just don't care anymore. You just don't want to play it anymore, right? So, yeah, I don't know. I guess we got to figure this out. And this is what I need feedback on right now is, so here's the thing. Oh, by the way, I have a proposal too, which some of you are going to love and others of you are going to absolutely hate. All right? So here's the deal. Right now, I feel like we do need an RPG in the rotation, and no, I don't mean Elden Ring, because I don't even view Elden Ring as an RPG playthrough.
It's an RPG, Phil. Look, Phil, the developers of Elden Ring call their game an action role-playing game, as in are you claiming the developers are incorrect?
Oh my dog! What's up?
Thank you very much to Dist Optimus for the super chat, who says, that shirt, this rant, DSP is going through menopause. I mean, you may be right. You might be right. Well, so Elden Ring is an RPG, okay? Well, is too ashamed to swallow his pride to admit it's an RPG, because it would completely counteract his RPG overload narrative. The fact of the matter is, I mean, there's nothing wrong, by the way. I mean, Phil playing Elden Ring now to prepare for the DLC, that makes sense, logically, no shame in that. But he has blamed RPGs for hurting his channel all throughout the year so far, with RPG overload. So, because he has now put the sole blame of his channel doing poorly on the RPG overload, he cannot tell his audience that he's playing an RPG again, after he got rid of like Baldur's Gate 3 and Like a Dragon. And so he has to fucking lie to his audience about Elden Ring not being an RPG, even though the game developers call their own game an RPG.
It's not. It's a FromSoft playthrough. It's a Soulsborne playthrough. That's very different than a typical RPG.
An action role-playing game. The game developers from Software call it an action role-playing game. Phil was trying to tell the game developers that they've not the game they made that they call an RPG is not an RPG. Apparently Phil knows better than the game devs that made the goddamn game.
When I say RPG, I'm talking about games that are more long form, games that are going to be played different. It's not constant death threat, stuff like that. It's a different, you know what I'm saying? Excuse me.
No, don't.
No, I don't feel like Elden Ring is a JRPG as though many, well, technically it is. Yeah, go ahead and be a stickler. You know it's not what I'm talking about. You know it's a completely different style of game, okay? The way I see it is that we need to figure out what's going to be our game in the rotation that's an RPG. If it's going to be a late night chill stream, that's okay. If it means that it's going to have lower attendance and low support, that's also okay. But I can't do more than one at a time. It will never work. I did that with Baldur's Gate 3 and Like a Dragon. It didn't work. All right. So basically, we have to have a game in the rotation that's going to work. Is it going to be Dragon's Dogma 2, or do you want me to bring back Final Fantasy VII Rebirth? What's it going to be? I don't care. I'll play either game. I really will. I was liking Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I really was enjoying it, and then I stopped playing it because people were telling me they were bored to tears. I had insanely low attendance for a daytime stream. Everything was telling me stop, so I did. Okay. So, that being said, I have another proposal, and I know a very, 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 very small group of you are going to like this proposal. Very small. I'm one of them. Okay. Everyone else is going to be upset, but I'm going to make the proposal anyway. All right? So you ready for this? I don't know if you're ready. I wonder if people will, no one's going to guess this. I'm going to give you guys 1 minute to guess what my proposal is going to be. Let's see. Because I guess no one's going to guess this. I don't think a single person will.
Who fucking cares?
Let's see what people have to say.
I'm sorry about that. I need to fucking get in his face.
Because I guess no one's going to...
This particular face. Right there. This particular face needs to get thumbnailed. Give me a wee second here. So, Phil openly admits that he's got an idea, a proposal, that he knows will not go down well with his audience. But he's still in favour of it happening. I'm trying to think what it could be. Any ideas, guys? Bart Wells thinks he's going to bring back Street Fighter 6. Some people think, I thought he was burnt out. Probably thinks 5k or SF6. Well, who knows? Anyway, that's the thumbnail sorted.
Oh my God! What's up?
I do. All right, the ones that I play are free to play.
Thank you very much for Black Mage for the super chat who says it's Final Fantasy 6. Wait, hold wait, Final Fantasy 6. FF6. Seriously? There's no way. Did you mean 7? Well, no, it's not 7 either. I got no idea. I don't know. Hold on. I got very distracted there by Takozilla and his robust artwork style. So, yeah. Oh, for God's sake. And D-Dog as well had some fun. Magnum TIP, looking for shouts, no time to solve crimes. There we go. Oh, bloody hell. It's too good. It's too good. Thank you to the D-Dog. I don't know if D-Dog made this or if he stole it from someone else, but I know Takozilla would have made this, so there you go. Jesus Christ. Anyway, let's get on with oh, there you go. You got it there as well. Look at you, yeah, wee clever bastard. Let me just share that as well on Twitter. Anyway, let's see what Phil's great idea is that nobody will like apart from him and a couple of his audience.
I'm gonna guess this. I don't think a single person will. Okay, let's see what people have to say. People saying Baldur's Gate 3, Street Fighter 6. I'm gonna let people talk for a minute, and then we're gonna see if anyone hit it on the nose.
Fuck you, Phil.
Sea of Stars, GTA 5, Beyond Two Souls with Cat. Keep in mind, Beyond Two Souls co-op is coming. We're gonna start that soon. It's just a matter of when, and we haven't hammered that in yet. DS Politics, Skyrim, Tekken, Pokemon DLC, Alan Wake 2,
Burger.
Fallout 4, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, Myst. We already did Myst, but maybe you're talking about Riven, the sequel. We did play Myst a few years ago. Fightcade, Fallout 3, Lords of the Fallen, Roller Coaster Tycoon, Beyond Two Souls with Cat. I already said we're doing that. We're doing Beyond Two Souls with Cat. Don't worry about that. That's coming. That is definitely coming to the schedule. Football Manager, Paper Mario, I don't even know what Anarchy Minecraft is. I've never even heard of it. Final Fantasy 13, Gothic, DK64 Redemption Run. Now we're getting ridiculous. How dare you how dare you have the audacity on my stream to suggest a Donkey Kong 64 Redemption Run? Now you've done it. Now you the straw that's broken the camel's back just broke the camel's back. I can't believe you would say that. I am so upset with you and so offended that you would suggest that. How dare you? Okay, a minute has passed. Predictably, none of you have guessed it. Okay, you ready? I know no one's gonna like this but me. Maybe there'll be 2 people in chat that will like this idea. All right, you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, today is April 2nd, 2024. Do you know what today is?
Tuesday.
The day after April Fool's Day, but that's not the point. Today is the 30th anniversary of Final Fantasy VI's release.
Oh my God, Black Mage was right. I thought Black Mage might have been kidding. So he's going to ignore Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
30 freaking years since the best RPG was released. Okay? I know immediately people are going to say, what? What? Yeah, did you know that? Yeah, amazing. Did you know that Nobuo Uematsu himself, Mr. Final Fantasy composer, said, Final Fantasy VI is my favorite Final Fantasy game of all time, and it's a tie between Terra's theme and To Xanark Land as the best music he's ever made in his life. Okay? That's right. So, the point I'm making here is, if we're going to be playing RPGs, if we're going to be playing games that people are going to say, oh, that's going to be boring.
What's up?
Thank you very much to Barrett Wells for the super chat, who says, so if only a small group of people like it, then he won't complain about support. Right? That's a very good point, Barrett Wells. He's openly admitting that he knows people weren't asking for it, and only he would seem to like it, as well as a very small number of his audience. So yeah, it looks like he's set himself up for an inevitable failure straight away.
Be playing RPGs. If we're going to be playing games that people are going to say, oh, that's going to be boring and no one's going to show up, then I might as well play a game that I want to play, that I've wanted to play for a while. I own the Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster Collection. Last year, if you remember, we played Final Fantasy V. It's been a while. In fact, I'm going to take a look here. Hold on one second.
Who fucking cares?
Bruh.
Fuck you, Phil.
Fuck you, Phil! Ah!
My biggest fans are idiots. Fuck you and your friends. Why can't I find it? Oh, because I'm searching in live. Oh my god, no wonder. I'm searching in the live folder.
Bruh.
Like, no wonder I can't find it. I'm completely in the wrong folder.
Oh my dog! What's up?
Thank you very much to D-Dog for the super chat. It says 30th year anniversary for Final Fantasy VI. He remembers this, but he can't remember his wedding anniversary and Cat's birthday. Very true. He probably didn't remember the fucking 30th anniversary thing either. He probably was scrolling for news on his phone. He probably saw it pop up on his phone, and that was that. So yeah, it's more likely he just fucking saw it randomly while searching for news for DSP News. Come on, you just stop being a dick.
I mean, it's terrible. All this hands are all over the place. You're like a sweaty octopus trying to unhook a bra.
This is Final Fantasy VII. I'm trying to find my playthroughs of Final Fantasy VI. How old they are, what style they were. See. Oh, this is 7 Remake.
Phil, you make me angry, Phil!
Was this the last part? Oh, my original playthrough of Final Fantasy VII Remake was 37 hours. So I actually didn't do a lot of the content, I guess, unless it was a much shorter game than Rebirth. I didn't even realize that.
Shut up,
okay,
bitch!
My last playthrough of Final Fantasy VI was January of 2020.
Who fucking cares?
And this was emulated on what? Hold on. I played the PS1 version that was emulated on PS3, so that means then my PS3 was still working. That was probably right before my PS3 broke and did that system update that bricked the damn thing, which still pisses me off to this day that that happened. It does. I don't know what happened to it that now it doesn't work anymore. It really pisses me off because I liked having the option to play retro games on there, and I lost that option now, which really is annoying as shit to me. The original Final Fantasy 3 playthrough of that I played was actually way back when, before I did direct capture. But last year, I got the Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster Collection, which is Final Fantasy 1 through 6, redone with better graphics, better music, widescreen aspect ratio, and quality of life improvements. And so I haven't, you know, I've thought about doing it. You guys, when I was playing Final Fantasy 5 last year, you guys were 100% screaming for it, actually, as I was playing Final Fantasy 5. You were like, I want you to play Final Fantasy 6 again. I was like, you know, I feel like I just played it. Well, now it doesn't feel like I just played it. It feels like it's been a while. Okay, Darziak says, here we go. Darziak looked it up. My original playthrough of Final Fantasy VI was on May 2012, and that was the camera style. My second playthrough began in December of 2019. So it's been a while. It's been about 4.5 years since I played it, or 12 years since I played it, depending on which one you're talking about. Okay? So, excuse me. Yeah, so the way I see it, if we're going to keep an RPG in the rotation, we have 3 options. Option number 1, continue with Dragon's Dogma 2. right? Hope for the best. Hope people will start to show up and engage and support the playthrough. And if it doesn't, I guess that's my late night chill stream, right? Or we can suspend Dragon's Dogma 2 and we could go back to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. But if I do that, I want all of you people who have been screaming at me for the last month about not playing Rebirth to actually show up. You have to come. You understand? You have to show up.
What do you want to fucking do, Phil? Do you want to sign some sort of fucking contract? Do you want to fucking sign a direct debit? You know, oh, if Phil plays this game again, it'll automatically fucking take out $10 from my bank account and go straight to Phil Burnell. I mean, what are you hoping for here? What are you demanding from your audience? You're not entitled to this, Phil.
When I play it, not scream about it, say you want it.
Oh, yeah, of course, Phil. That sound clip. Hold on.
Been screaming at me for the last month about not playing Rebirth to actually show up. You have to come. You understand?
that can be really out of context. You have to come. Right, you know, somewhere in the world, in Canada, somewhere, Derek just fucking blew his load too soon. Jesus Christ.
You have to show up when I play it. Not scream about it, say you want it. And then when I play it, the stream is dead. Everyone's complaining that no one likes it. It's boring. Like, what's the point then? Because that's literally what the feedback that I was getting is this game sucks. It's boring. It's not as good as we thought it was going to be. And I was shocked because I thought for sure it was going to be a big event game. And that's the reaction I got. Okay. So that's the question, right? What are we going to do? Or if no one can agree and everyone's just going to argue with each other and everyone's not going to show up to those streams anyway, I'm just going to play Final Fantasy VI in the Pixel Remaster. And if I get 10 people, I'll still be grinning ear to ear because I love the game, right? So I guess that's a question. Like, what is it? What are we going to do? We can only have one of those in the rotation. Only one. So let's think it out. I mean, you guys are doing super chats. I'm going to read these out in a minute. Okay? Okay? And we'll see. But I need feedback. I need opinions. I need to know what's going on. Let me know. We have to figure this out. Now, as of now, I do have a late night stream of Dragon's Dogma 2 scheduled for tomorrow night. So I think what I might do, we'll leave that for now. Let's leave that set for now. Let's see how that does tomorrow. All right? And if it comes back and if people show up and engage in support and it ends up working out, then we'll just keep that in the rotation. But if I play it again tomorrow and it's just the same as it was and disappointing and people are upset and not liking it, then we're going to do something different. Okay? Okay? Because this is the problem. Like I said, since there's no definitive game that everyone wants, we get these problems, right? It's just like someone said it very recently in a comment. Remember? Here was what they said. They said the problem that you're having right now is that everyone wants games, but no one can agree on what game. When people say, hey, Phil, we want more of you. We want more chill time with you. And you do a late night chill stream and you talk with us for 2 hours, everyone's getting what they want, chilling with you. But when people say we want more games, the problem is no one agrees on the game. Someone wants Dragon's Dogma. Someone wants Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Someone wants a classic Final Fantasy game. Someone wants you to go back and do a second run of Baldur's Gate 3. You see what I'm saying? Everyone's all over the place with what they want. And when people scream, poll, 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 and I've literally just did a poll twice in the last 2 days on the throwback channel that was skewed by trolls, I'm suspect of maybe you have the bad intentions. You know what I'm saying? We literally just discussed how the poll doesn't work because trolls have been skewing it on one channel, and now you're going to act like we didn't talk about that and demand a poll because you think I'm stupid, and I'm going to do a poll that's just going to be skewed by trolls again, and it won't matter. Right? Well, I'm not stupid. All right? So no, we're not going to do that. Gaspavelli says, I think your mainstream watchers just have low attention spans. Laughing out loud. I go watch RPG playthroughs on demand. And I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. Those who are checking out the playthroughs on demand, that's very nice of you. All right? But being frank, I make my living on the streams these days. The ad revenue is very low. It's not great. All right? If the people who are watching the content on demand were becoming members regularly, renewing those memberships, doing super thanks on the videos as they watched them, okay, that would be different. But what I find is the vast majority of people watching the videos on demand literally just watch the videos on demand and that's it. And that's old YouTube, right? That's why.
But Phil, they're watching your videos, and if they haven't got an ad blocker on, you're getting money from those views. If they have YouTube Premium, you're getting money from them as well. So stop being a greedy bitch.
The vast majority of people who make YouTube videos don't just make on-demand YouTube videos anymore. They diversify. They have streams. They have other projects. They have product placement. They have advertisements. They have referral codes. They have sponsorships. They need that because you can't do it like that anymore. That formula doesn't work. The reason why I split my parts up the way I do and number them and not just put out an archive stream that's just a raw 5-hour lump, is because I respect and appreciate those who still watch my content on demand.
No, you don't. No, you fucking don't. No, you fucking don't. If you fucking did, you don't care what you fucking make. You only care if it gets you fucking money. You have no passion for the fucking game. You fucking made that perfectly fucking clear within the last fucking 10 minutes when you told your audience, I don't care if you don't like this, I'm going to play Final Fantasy VI if we don't get an agreement. You're desperate to avoid Final Fantasy VII just because of some sort of beach scene. You won't play Stellar Blade because, oh no, Japanese anime women. You won't play... Dragon's Dogma 2 is probably going to get banned because it's fucking not low support. You don't have a passion for gaming anymore. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, it's Korean women, my bad. Korean women. Thank you, Soquid, my bad. You can tell I've not done my fucking homework in the game. Christ, man. But I don't know, it's just incredible to me how Phil... He clearly did enjoy gaming at one point. But now it's what he is. You know, it's in his fucking name, DSP Gaming. He would rather just do anything else other than play games, it feels like. If he could just talk for 5 hours every day and get away with it, he probably would. And he probably would get more money for doing that. But he'll probably get very bored of that very quickly. He needs to be playing games. Even if he's not emotionally invested in it anymore and doesn't fucking like the game anymore, he needs to be doing something with his hands, essentially. He needs to fucking feel like he's doing something.
Yeah. I want this to be digestible for you. I want this to be watchable for you in a series, in order, with a thumbnail, with a nice title so you know what you're watching, right? So, that's really the problem, is I get it. There is an audience for this stuff, but sadly, I don't make my living from that. I make my living from the streams, from the contributions on these streams, the super chats, the membership.
Phil said contributions, isn't there a bingo?
Burger. 5 in a row. That's concerning.
That's a double bingo.
Gift memberships and tips. This is what keeps me afloat.
Oh, it's actually a triple bingo. I didn't even realise that. It's a triple bingo because it's going along the way, down the way, and diagonally.
Most of the month. You know? So I have to stream what's going to work on a stream. That's what we got to figure out. And again, even if it means that either Dragon's Dogma 2, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, or Final Fantasy VI on the Pixel Remaster is just a late night chill stream. And even if it means it's low attendance and low support, that's okay. As long as I at least know I'm playing the one that you guys want. At this point, there's just too much. There's too many...
Oh my dog! What's up?
Thank you very much to Chris Sizemore for a super chat, who says, let it sink in that this is a 41-year-old man scolding his audience for not giving him suggestions he wants and not paying enough for his content. Remember, he's 42 years of age on Saturday. He's 41 for another few days now. He's a 42-year-old man. He's going to have a day-long birthday bash celebration where he'll drink alcohol, stuff his face full of food, and bore his audience to fucking tears with a big, massive schedule update. Fucking wow, that's going to be a fucking really riveting content to fucking look forward to. Thank fuck I'm not here on Saturday to endure that nonsense. Remember, Vega's apparently doing a stream on Saturday, and D-Dog's going to try and crash that stream, so if you want to track to a restream for Saturday's big birthday bash, then keep an eye on Vega's channel, I guess. And the stream's gone all weird. Why would you play? Do I need to spam the Scottish soundboard until you start playing again?
Scotland forever!
Come the fuck in or fuck the fuck off.
Fuck's sake, Jesus! Right.
Yeah, the stream's going a bit funny right now. Give me a second here. Why won't you... Oh, hell, give me a second here. Why won't you work?
Oh, go on, don't talk bash. And she's a big fucking bitch. Shut the fuck up, you cunt!
Why the fuck's this eternal spinning circle of doom here, you know? I'm just trying... You know, I might need to refresh this. I don't usually have to refresh this, but I might have to refresh this. I don't know. It's going to be all wonky. Hold on. Maybe that's it now.
Rebirth or Final Fantasy VI from the Pixel Remaster is just a late night chill stream. And even if it means it's low attendance and low support, that's okay. As long as I at least know I'm playing the one that you guys want. At this point, there's just too much. There's too many options, you see? That's really the problem. There's just too much. There were too many RPGs, and I can't pick which ones are going to work.
Who fucking cares?
Nice Darkness, I understand what you're saying. It's never going to work. That's not me. He says it's because you're missing the release windows of the game. It doesn't matter if I play it on the release window. It doesn't. I'm still not going to get that at the level that you're talking about. I played Dragon's Dogma 2 all day on release day. Didn't you know that? Now I'm playing everyone. Oh, it's boring. I played it on release, right? I even made a room in my schedule for it. These games, these lengthy RPGs, do not retain audiences. They just never do. They're too long. People are fickle. People want to see a game when it's flash in the pan popular for a day or two, and then they move on to the next what's flash in the pan popular. The difference is there's no big games. If there was a big game, it would retain attendance. Resident Evil 4 Remake retained attendance. Hogwarts Legacy retained attendance for at least 2 to 3 weeks before it fell off. You know, any new FromSoft game definitely retains attendance. It's the problem is these games, they just 1 or 2 days people are excited and they move right on. I'm not a streamer that jumps from game to game and drops them on a whim. I don't make enough money to do that, quite frankly. I can't buy 2 $70 games a week, play it for 2 streams, drop it, buy 2 more $70 games the next week, drop them, buy 2 more. You know, I'm in it for the long haul for a lot of these games. That's the point. And the point is the problem is there's too many of the same fucking style of long games. Too many long RPGs. So I got to lay down the law and say I'm only playing one at a time. Okay? And we got to figure it out. What's it going to be? So that's the feedback I need. Now, I feel like I've explained this as rationally and matter-of-factly as I can to my audience of what we're doing. We got to figure out what's going to be the RPG. We're still going to be doing Elden Ring. It's a necessary thing we have to do now to prepare for the DLC. But everything else, like this RPG stuff, we have to figure out. Okay? And by the way, we're going to finish Alone in the Dark sooner rather than later. We're going to play it tomorrow, and probably we're playing it again on like Monday, and it's done. It's not a super long game. So then we have opportunity to do something else. Okay? And what will it be? I don't know. We got to talk about that. It could be anything. It could be a game.
I'm so distracted right now by his fucking man boobs jiggling. You guys, I don't know if you guys are distracted as well. This is hypnotic. This, I know we're at 1.25 speed, so it's going faster than normal speed, but the amount of jiggling, and especially with this t-shirt, which kind of emphasizes the jiggling is going on, with his legs shaking, it is hypnotic.
Game we get from Game Pass. It could be a game that I skipped and we want to bring into the fold because I skipped it. You know, it could be anything. I'm okay with that, you know? But we got to figure this out. Okay? All right. I said my piece, so I want feedback. I really do. I want feedback. What should it be? What game should I be playing? What's going to be the one big RPG that we focus on? And I mean, and if I get the feedback and it's like, do this, and I do it, and then immediately the streams are failing and everyone's complaining the game's boring, I don't know what else to do. I don't know what to tell you guys. That just shows it's a symptom of the industry and the games that are coming out and not the person playing them. Okay?
Of course it would be your fault, Phil. Why would it be your fault? You did everything right. You did nothing wrong.
Because if I can turn the games off and have a bigger audience, right now, I have an audience of 705 people. Okay? Contributions are literally coming in. I got tips, I got super chats, I got everything coming in just because I'm sitting here talking to you. If this
you're having a goddamn meltdown your stream saying all the games are fucking killing my channel.
Is doing better than me playing the game, then I know what the problem is. It's the fucking games.
It's all the games, Phil. So what are you going to do about it? You're going to stop being DSP Gaming? You're going to change a channel from DSP Gaming to DSP Blaming?
Right? Seriously. That's the problem. I can do a late night chill stream, impromptu, and people show up and just hang out with me to talk for 2 hours, and the stream performs well. I'm not the problem. The games industry has changed. It has. It's not like it used to be. It used to be big, high priority, AAA, hype. Everyone wants to play them games. Now everyone's run off to their little genre corners. There's the RPGs over here, the FromSoft games over here, the looter shooters over here, the co-op games over here, the meme games over here, the sports game over here, the fighting game over here, and everyone's just off in their own little circles doing whatever they want, and nothing ever feels big. Nothing ever feels momentous. Nothing ever feels like it's driving all the attention of the gaming community anymore. What was the last game that did that? Right? What was the last game that did that? Well, probably Resident Evil 4 Remake. Right? It's just a different world now.
Nope.
So, what are we going to do? And here you go. I love it. Zero accountability, zero chat, zero fucking interaction. You're banned. The fucking idiot. Literally all evidence points to it's the games right now. Because I've tried everything. I've listened to feedback. I've played the games you want. And if it doesn't work...
The people seem to really want Stellar Blades, Phil. And you're banning people for suggesting that. Oh, this is beautiful. This fucking meltdown. Phil's wondering why he's got 700 people on his stream right now. It's because he's having a goddamn meltdown. He's fucking blaming his audience and blaming the game industry, the game developers and everything else. He's blaming the Japanese RPGs. He is blaming everyone but himself. It is never, ever, ever going to be Phil Burnell's fault. Zero accountability, zero repercussions, zero blame. Never, ever is Phil Burnell ever in the wrong here.
It's the games right now. Because I've tried everything. I've listened to feedback. I've played the games you want. And if it doesn't work, how could it be me? My streams of me just talking do better. So what the fuck are you talking about? Kiss my ass. Fucking idiot. Trust me. If when I was doing content of me just talking, it tanked, then I'd be like, okay, makes sense. I'm the problem. Obviously, that's not the fucking case, right? People are actually saying things like, it's more boring to watch me play a game than just sit here and talk with you. That's pretty interesting and telling, don't you think? I'm more entertaining than the game I'm playing.
Phil, if those games are extremely entertaining on other content creators' channels, then that means that you are creating the game as boring. You play games in a boring way. You're not a very good gaming content creator. That's what it boils down to here. This is fundamentally what the fucking problem is. Phil Burnell likes to fucking talk a lot. He likes to fucking hear himself talk a lot. Phil Burnell cannot help himself but talk a lot to his on-stream demand audience, however, because he has nobody else to talk to in his fucking life. When it comes to him playing a goddamn game, he's not very good at playing these fucking games. It's basically the audience that plays the game for him because he doesn't know how to fucking play the games anymore. He turns to his fucking stream chat the first sign of a problem because he doesn't want to use this. He has no fucking brain to fucking comprehend the problem. Basically, you know, stream chat holds his hand for all these goddamn games. It's not very entertaining. Or if he's playing games like Elden Ring, he fucking uses overpowered build and everything. So it's not entertaining to watch. Phil struggles to make games entertaining. That's fundamentally the root of the issue. And so in Final Fantasy VII, Dragon's Dogma, all these games, other content creators can play these games and get good audiences, good engagement, good support, and they can make a livelihood playing these games for their audiences because they make their games and their playthroughs entertaining for their audience. You're the one, you're blaming games for your audience being bored, but it happens to all the games you play, it seems, so really all it boils down to is you're not very good at entertaining an audience when it comes to playing games. That's fundamentally the core issue here. Blame the game all you want, but it's you which is causing that.
Shit, what happened, right? And it's funny because people used to say the only reason that Phil gets attention is because he plays every popular game. It's not him. Well, now I get more attention on the things that are me and no games. So how the tables have flipped and turned, right? Sheesh. Anyway, let's go ahead and let's get the shoutouts because it's already 12:23. Holy shit, I didn't realize how late it was. It's really late. And we got to get the shoutouts and everything, okay? So, feedback is needed strongly. Today we're doing Dark Soul. Today we're going back to Elden Ring. Tonight we're trying the Star Wars Battlefront Collection again. Tomorrow it's going to be Alone in the Dark and it's going to be Dragon's Dogma 2. We're going to see how things go. But I need feedback. What to play? What will be the RPG, the chill RPG in the rotation? I need feedback on this, all right? Please share. I'm sorry if you leave a comment on a video, it doesn't show up right away. YouTube's comments are all screwed up right now. Hopefully they fix. But I definitely need that level of feedback from you to know what to play. Please give me that feedback. I want to know what should be the RPG. Is it Dragon's Dogma 2, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, bringing it back, or is it going to be, do I just make the choice myself and play Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster? Like, what's it going to be? I need to know, all right? Fair enough? Okay, thank you for listening. We got that out of the way. Let's do a million shout-outs. We got unlisted videos asking me when did I become approved. In reality, okay, what you have is a very big misconceived notion about me based on previous commentary. Because when I started on YouTube, I always did over-the-top sexualized commentary to attract a younger audience of teenagers.
Phil, you might want to... That sounds extremely awkward. So Phil Burnell just admitted to everyone on the internet there that he intentionally had sexualized commentary to lure young teenagers. Does nobody see a fucking problem in it? Does nobody understand that that's a huge fucking red flag? Why is Phil Burnell openly admitting to trying to lure young teenage audience members with sexualized commentary? It sounds like Phil's just admitting he was trying to groom teenagers. Am I misunderstanding what Phil just said there? Let's rewind it and just see.
Okay, what you have is a very big misconceived notion about me based on previous commentary. Because when I started on YouTube, I always did over-the-top sexualized commentary to attract a younger audience of teenagers.
Jesus Christ. Phil, you're not meant to... Why would you publicly admit that? That's... Yikes. Oh my god, Phil. I mean... I got nothing. I got nothing. I'm gonna wind up one more time and let it cook.
In reality, okay, what you have is a very big misconceived notion about me based on previous commentary. Because when I started on YouTube, I always did over-the-top sexualized commentary to attract a younger audience of teenagers. That is what I wanted, and that's what was popular on YouTube at the time. Over time of me doing this from 2008 to around 2012-ish, people got tired of it. And around 2013, the days when I was starting direct capture and streaming, people actually said, dude, your commentary is too sexualized. It's too over the top. You have to stop. You have to scale it back. You have to start acting your age. All right? So what I've done is in the last 10 years, I've changed who I am. I no longer think that way. I'm not wired that way. I don't think of that kind of commentary. I don't want to play games that are over-sexualized. I just want to kind of chill with games. And that's my prerogative of what to do. I don't want to be doing over-the-top sexualized content anymore. I just have no desire to do that. Okay? And so I get older, my audience gets older, and now people say, well, why don't you do sexual commentary? Why don't you play the game with the half-naked girl in it? Why don't you do this and that? What are you, a prude? It's like, a prude, huh? When I did this stuff over a decade ago, everyone told me it was too extreme, it was too much, you didn't want it. 10 years later, seems like culture has changed, now you want it again. Well, that's not how life works. I changed as a person. I no longer want to do that stuff anymore. Okay? It's that simple. So, yeah, I have no desire to do it. I'm not interested in it. I'm happily married. I don't need to be making sexualized jokes to get my jollies off on a fucking stream.
Can you just marry a gay person or something and Baldur's Gate 3? You don't need to fucking have this sort of thing happening in your streams and content, but you end up fucking having a gay marriage in Baldur's Gate 3. Make it make sense, Phil. Or are you that deep in a closet?
You know what I'm saying? It's okay if that's what you're into, cool. Especially if you're younger, you know, when I was younger, that's how my mind was wired. As I got older, my mind's not wired like that anymore. I don't care.
Phil, when he was making his content back in the fucking day, was 28 years of age. When he was trying to lure these teenagers with his sexualized content and commentary, he was a 28-year-old man. He was a fully grown-ass adult.
Oh my god, what's up?
Thank you very much to Ira for the super chat. It says Liana must have really done a number on him. I mean, fuck me, man. The Liana arc is something which is fascinating to me. Liana was a fan who slid into Phil's DMs on YouTube because YouTube used to have DMs back in the fucking day. We can contact people directly through the website. And apparently that is how they fucking got talking. Because Liana caught Phil's content and said, hey. And Phil's like, boy-oing. I have hooked one with my sexualized commentary. You know, and Liana, keep in mind, when Liana was unleashed and unfurled to the world, and the whole world got to see Liana's debut, she was 18.5 years of age on that Valentine's Day special where Phil showed her off on his content and said, attention, Pandalea is not Asian, that is all. I can't believe they fucking had that as a fucking annotation. But yeah, but the big question was, if he's only shown her off then, how long had they been together talking? Like, was she of legal age when they first started communicating? Or did Phil groom her? That's always been one of the big burning questions. People have never had a clear, crystal answer to that. Nobody really knows how old Liana was when she first started talking to the mighty dark side Phil DSP Gaming. So, but yeah, the fact of the matter is though, Liana grew over time. If Liana for the first few years was such a fucking bitch. She was an irritating bitch, you know what I mean? She was just like, she didn't have to work, she just sat in her arse and did nothing and kind of coasted off Phil's success and everything else. But to be fair to her, she grew, you know what I mean? When push came to shove and she had to fucking get a job, she got a job. She went and got a job to help pay the bills and provide for the fucking household when Phil's fucking success started to dwindle, you know. And what happened when happened? So she got to fucking be around other people at this job, and she fucking got to see how the world works, and she fucking got to see that people are not like Phil Burnell, you know. And basically what he was doing to her was basically harmful. She was getting panic attacks because of Phil Burnell essentially, and the lifestyle she had with him. And his fucking idea to, you know, the people fucking picking up her ambulance, just give her a pill and leave her there. Don't take her to the fucking hospital, just give her a fucking pill and leave her there. Jesus Christ, man. Liana's better off. So, as annoying as Liana was, she fucking grew the fuck up, you know what I mean? Fair play to her, you know. Mefmer says, to be fair, some people move really fast. I've known people who move in together in less than a month. Doesn't mean it's a good idea. Yeah, some people do move really fast when it comes to relationships, that's for sure. Yeah, who knows what happened with Liana and Phil though. I guess that'll be between them. I don't think it'll ever be disclosed. But Liana seems to be doing well these days. Fair play to her.
Care about it, okay? Respect that. Or don't. You don't have to respect it. But don't come on my streams and keep whining about it, saying, why isn't he playing this game? Why isn't he playing this game? I told you why. Well, I don't get it. What is he, a prude? No, I'm just not wired that way. I don't care for it anymore. It's not entertaining to me. In fact, it's obnoxious to do that stuff, to play those games, and then see people non-stop in the chat talking about sexualized shit. It just bothers me and pisses me off. I don't know why people won't give me respect in that regard. And instead now, so it's one extreme or the other. Either you're completely over-sexualized to the point where you're over the top and obnoxious, or you're a prude. No. I'm really around here like a normal person, but because I don't do the over-the-top shit like a lot of other streamers do to get shock reactions, now I'm a prude. Well, fuck you. No, I'm not a prude. Okay. Walk Warrior re-upped his membership for 4 months and says, I'm loving the positive vibes. Okay. But
hey, somebody said positive. Maybe, I don't know if that was bait, but whatever.
Burger. 5 in a row. That's concerning.
We are technically, well, we're 4 away from a full house, but in reality, we're only 2 away because we've got 2 free spaces so far because of the likes and because of the snorts. We only need 2 more things to happen as things stand to get a full house.
Yeah, did a super chat says, I supported Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. You dropped it. Will Dragon's Dogma 2 get dropped too? We just had the entire discussion. It's in your hands. I want feedback on what to do. We are doing Dragon's Dogma 2 tomorrow night. But after that, I don't know what we're doing. We got to see what happens. I need feedback. Okay? Easy Steve did a series of super chats. First, he says, Dragon's Dogma 2 not having a CM story, like cinematic story, and limited enemies is an L. Yeah, I actually heard a lot of people's major complaint about Dragon's Dogma 2 is that there's not many enemies. There's goblins. There's the lizard people, the Saurians, right? There apparently at night there's skeletons, there's harpies, and I think there's 1 to 2 more enemy types, and then there's the mini bosses or bosses. And that's it. There's just not that much variety in the gameplay, and people are essentially frustrated at it. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of understand that. Should have been more variety. Easy Steve did another super chat, says play Final Fantasy 7-8. You coward. 7-8? I think he meant to type 8, just 8, and he put 7-8. He says, this is the only Final Fantasy you haven't done. I told you one day I would, but I don't think now is the right time. I told you one day I would play Final Fantasy 8. Just like 7, it'd be fascinating to go back and play it from a different perspective as an older person, because 7 originally, I loved the gameplay, and I loved the music and the style, but I did not like the story. And then when I played it again a year or 2 ago, I liked the story more, especially with you guys helping me to understand it, because I always felt like it was very confusing, okay? And when I played it with you guys, it wasn't confusing anymore. But Get did a super chat and says, Final Fantasy 6 Pixel Remaster has amazing redone music. I believe you. I love the music of the 5, so I'm sure that 6 also has the redone music. Yes. BB Phil did a super chat. Your shirt really fits the vibe of the room today. This is a tropical shirt. Well, I see a lot of people saying in chat, it looks like pot leaves. It's not. It's supposed to be like a tropical like plant or palm leaves. But I can understand where you're getting that from. I think it has 1 leaf less. Isn't a pot leaf 5 leaves? And this is what? Oh, this is 5. But this is 4. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's actually a mix, I guess. But I hear you. Cool. I like the shirt. My wife and I saw it together at the store. We both liked it. So, hey, you want to say they're tropical pot leaves? Go right ahead. I don't care.
Who fucking cares?
Shit, right? Bad callers with a super chat saying you talk like you live a virginal life. The only person who would say that is an immature idiot.
Jesus Christ. Oh god, thank you very much to Anders Pack for a super chat who says add to bingo winnings or go to HC Scott and deep fry and eat up to ya meat ya mate. Let me try and reread that without butchering it. It feels like you're trying to type in Scottish, but it's like broken Scottish. Hold on. So we'll try it again. Thank you to Anders Pack for the super chat. It says add to bingo winnings or go HC Scott and deep fry and eat up to ye mate. Up to you, mate. I see, up to you. The last 4 words fucking broke my tiny brain there for a second. So there we go. Up to you, mate. I'm trying to wonder what HC means, what the HC Scott. Or go HC Scott. I'm confused with HC Scott, but other than that though, I get the rest of it. And Toadsko thinks it means hardcore. I mean, it could be. Go hardcore Scott. And deep fry and eat. I mean, we do deep fry a lot of things, that's for damn sure. And yeah, Anders Pack confirms HC was hardcore. Thank you very much, Anders Pack, for the super chat. And yeah, well, put it this way, I mean, it'll definitely go. We want to try and get a full house so it can go towards bingo winnings. Remember, it's the start of a brand new month. We're trying to get the bingo prize fund going for the month of April. We win bingo today, we get the $25 bingo prize fund so far.
Callers with a super chat saying you talk like you live a virginal life. The only person who would say that is an immature idiot who doesn't understand the difference that life isn't black and white. Because again, if you think the fact that I say I just don't want to play sexualized games on stream because people are immature in my chat means I'm a virgin, it actually means you have the brain of about a 2-year-old. You think that life is all superheroes and supervillains, good and bad. It's not. It's not a polarized existence. You're an idiot. Saying that actually shows that you're a moron. So congratulations on showcasing your very stupid brain. I don't know what else to say. You're a moron. That was really dumb of you to say that.
Bruh.
Okay. And by the way, Troll's out in force today. That's fine. We'll take care of him. We'll take the shots off here. Okay. All right. So I think I'm going to put, here we go. Bad callers. You can keep super chatting as much as you want. I'm just going to ignore what you say. And I'm also not going to put you on the leaderboard. But hey, I appreciate the super chats. What a dummy. I'm going to put BB Phil on the leaderboard as the latest super chatter because it's actually a positive person with a brain. Thank you, BB Phil. Okay, we got to get the tips now. See how behind we are now? We're way behind. Okay, we start off with
1 minute, man.
A $10 tip from BB Phil. He says, sorry to bother you about Phil's feast again. I had a bad day, and it's what I'm looking forward to. Do you know what you're going to order? We have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. My wife and I have not spoken about it at all. We will literally figure it out the night before, I'm sure. It's not like a giant thing of concern for us, BB Phil. Perhaps I will announce it, you know, earlier on during the stream that day. I'll let you know, but we don't know. We're literally not planning this out this early. Right now, my wife is planning what she's going to make for the cake. That's what she's trying to figure out. So, let's see here. Oh, excuse me. Oh my God.
Oh, D-Dog's tell me that the most recent super chat got banned is in this. Oh my. Hold on a second. I'm seeing a lot of very strange things right now in my own Discord and my members' Discord. First of all, we have this super chat that got leaned by Simp72. More viewers when talking because you're a lol cow. Okay, but yeah, it gets worse though. So that was a banned super chat. I felt I don't bother to read out. Tacozilla has been having fun. He made that, and then he made that. So he got quite creative with these two particular thumbs. These images. Tacozilla, yeah. This one's golden. I just like the wee hamster wheel. Well, if I can run in backwards, doesn't know which way if I can go. Oh, for fuck's sake! It's horrifying amount of fucking power. The Tacozilla. You give him one picture and his imagination goes fucking mental.
Let's see. I got tons of stuff to sift through here. Sarah tip the dollar says, play what you enjoy the most and stick with it. Your most enjoyable playthroughs are where you genuinely enjoy and are immersed in a game. When your mind is preoccupied with views and support, it makes your streams hard to watch. I agree. I completely agree with you. I really do. Like, if you haven't noticed, there was a streak of time there where things were going really solidly, and I didn't really have to bring it up at all, and I felt like that was good. But, you know, it happens.
When the hell did you not bring it up at all? Did I fucking blink and miss that or something? When the hell did Phil not bring this up? Ever?
It's a business. I have to keep my eyes on the pulse of what's going on in gaming and what you guys want as content. I have to do that. It sucks because this is my hobby. It's what I have passion for, and I hope that comes through in the content. But you're right. On a night when I'm looking at it, I'm like, dude, I'm enjoying the game. I got good progress. I unlocked a new class. I'm kicking ass. I whooped the Minotaur's butt. Wow. Everyone in the chat is disengaged, and I made $2 tonight. Like, what the hell just happened? Right? And the thing is, again, if it happens every once in a while, it's not a big deal. But when it's a running pattern, that's a problem. Is this going to be a running pattern with Dragon's Dogma 2? Is this my late night chill stream just like a Dragon was? This is what we have to figure out.
Well, that's what you have to figure out, fellas. No, we. Why would we have to figure that out for you? No, we don't. I'm going 1.5 speed because Phil's a dick.
Okay? And I know. It sucks, but you know what? At least, and here's why the podcast is good. Because we just talked about it on the podcast, right? So now when I boot up Elden Ring, we can focus on Elden Ring. We can say, okay, what do I got to do to get back into this game? Where was I with the build? Where do I got to go next? We can figure this out instead of, oh, when I booted up Elden Ring, we have to talk about this for half an hour now. You see? That's why I love the show. Honestly, that's why when people say to me, do less of the podcast, do less of talking, more gameplay, I'm like, you're an idiot. That's the dumbest thing I would possibly do because it would take away from the gameplay to have to talk about these topics during the gameplay. That's the point of having the show. So thank you for that feedback. I absolutely agree with you. 100%. I don't like talking about this, but it's something we got to figure out. What are we going to do with the future of the channel? What do people want to see? What has to be in the rotation? Because I keep listening to feedback, and the feedback's all over the place. Play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Okay, I play it within 20 hours. Man, this game sucks. It's boring. Drop it. Do something else. Okay, I will. Oh, why'd you quit Final Fantasy VII Rebirth? Because I had 200 viewers and everyone complained about the game. I'm going to play Rise of the Ronin, everybody. No, play Dragon's Dogma 2. You're making the wrong choice. All right, I'll listen to my fans and viewers. We're going to play Dragon's Dogma 2. Man, this game sucks. What are you playing that for? Ugh. I don't know what to do. I got a $5 tip from Dan the Man. Thank you to Dan the Man. Good to see you. Dan, particularly Dan, you were one of the comments I was trying to approve and I couldn't get to stick. And that's how I noticed that YouTube comments were having issues. Damn it, left a comment and I approve it, and I refresh the page and it's back to being, it needs approval. I was like, what the fuck? I just approved it. I approved his comment like 7 times, and it kept bouncing back saying it wasn't approved. It was driving me nuts.
Bruh.
Wrong. Someone's saying it's you. We already addressed this. Someone says it's you, not the games, except isn't it funny that, again, when I'm sitting here doing content that's not game related, it does well. The views are good, the attendance and engagement is good, and the support is good. So good for you trying to blame me, yet all evidence points completely to the opposite. Congratulations on that one. But thanks for the $5.
Phil, if it was the games that were the fault, wouldn't every content creator be suffering the same sort of fate as you are? If other content creators can make these work for their channels, then why is it not working for yours? Riddle me that, Phil.
Well, tip regardless, that's nice. Roger just tipped $5, says, are you going to bring the death counter back? I'm not going to do it now, because it wouldn't even make sense, because we didn't do it during the return to Elden Ring last year, right?
If Phil stopped on a death counter because he was fucking pissed off at the fucking detractors having it on his own, this is how he don't plays, and he was pissed off because Phil would not fucking keep count properly. Phil fucking dies so much he got fed up with trying to update the death counter every time he died.
So we actually don't accurately know what the death counter is. I mean, if you guys demand I do it for the DLC, I mean, I would consider it, but I mean, I've already explained to you how annoying the fucking thing is. Like, when I'm playing a game and I'm in the zone, especially a game like a FromSoft game, and we're hyper-focused and we want to do better, the last thing I want to do is, oh, I died, here we go, up in the fucking death counter, again.
See, that's a great thing about me having a stream deck. I have counters as well for my streams, and I have it set up, so if I just press a button, for example, if I press the burp button right now, press it once right now, it goes up 1. Isn't that lovely? I don't have to worry about trying to edit text or whatever. And also, if I press it accidentally, you know, let's just say, oh, I didn't mean to press that burp button. Let me hold it in for a second so I can delete one. And there we go. It's back to 5. Minimal effort. Very easy. Just one button I press. If I need to fucking remove a death counter, if I've pressed it twice by mistake or whatever, I can hold it in for a few seconds, I'll delete it by 1. See, having a stream deck is what most professional streamers would probably fucking do, Phil. But you're too fucking lazy to get a stream deck sorted. You're too lazy to set it up. You have it there at your disposal, and it could easily fucking optimize your content for all the better. But if you don't want to do that because you're a lazy bastard. Plus, you fucking use Microsoft Windows 8 still for some reason.
Again, like, ugh. It's so tedious, and it's such a stupid thing to focus on, especially like, I'm in a boss fight, and I almost beat the boss and I die. So fuck this, I run right back to the boss and fight. And I'm looking, I looked at the chat and everyone's like, you didn't update the death counter, you didn't update the death counter. It's the same as, where are the bubbles, where are the bubbles? It's like, what are you for? I hate it. It drives me bonkers. So why create the situation that's going to make the stressful situation for me? I'll just say forget it and not do it, right? So I'll think about it. I'm not going to commit to it. I'm not going to outright say no. I'll think about it and I'll let you know. Hopefully I'll determine it by the time that the DLC comes out. But we're not doing it now. It wouldn't even make sense right now because I don't even know what the death counter was when we did the return to Elden Ring run last year. We didn't do it, right? So it's a moot point at this point. Okay. Oh my god, this guy is such a razzing guy. 1 minute man with a $20 tip. You guys are gonna love this message. He is razzing the hell out of people right now. You ready for this? I am grinning now. Here we go. Ready?
What could this fucking be?
The 1 minute man with a $20 tip says the following. You ready? He says, you know, Phil, I could be wrong here, but maybe one of the reasons for the current situation is that after 3 months of you playing Baldur's Gate 3, your audience have come to expect a very high level of quality in all of the games that you play. So if there's no other games at that same level of quality as Baldur's Gate, you're just going to suffer, and that's totally not your fault. As a streamer, you're just dependent on studios making those upper echelon of games. Maybe a Game Pass tonight would be worth a try.
Isn't that basically what Phil said as well? He is blaming the games for his current failures with his business.
Yo, that's the best. That was probably one of the best messages he's ever sent. What a fucking razz on everyone. That is great. Now listen, again, I like Baldur's Gate 3. As you know, my opinion is I'm not in love with it like other people. But we all know that 1 minute man absolutely loves the game. I mean, he commented on it every day I was playing it. So that is so funny. That is great. All right. Very good. Let's see here. Eternal did a super chat. I said, please play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth or Robbie won't release my family. Are you saying that another chatter has kidnapped your family and is holding them hostage for me to play a video game? Well, that's very foolish because I just like to say to Robbie, if that's the case, Robbie, are you listening? Yeah, I don't care enough about Eternal or his family to change my stream schedule for you. I'm sorry. I just don't. care. So I guess, you know, the family, you might as well just throw them off a cliff right now because I just don't give a shit. So go ahead. Oh my God. There you go. All right. Anyway.
The funniest part is, he's not even joking. He doesn't care. It's the absolute stone cold truth.
Good Lord. We've gone off the rails today, but this is, like I said, this is a good podcast because it allows me to talk about what I need to talk about. It's cathartic. We got it out. We've discussed it.
It's a good podcast for you because you got a whole bunch of super chats and you got a whole bunch of fucking tips. It's potentially the most success you'll have all fucking day. The day stream, the actual game itself, where your day stream is not a guaranteed slam dunk for success. You think it will be, but you're not entirely sure. Of course you're fucking happy. You've always got the gun and glasses on.
You guys know what's going on now, okay? You know that, you know, I need feedback on if you want Dragon's Dogma 2 or Final Fantasy VII Rebirth or something else, right? And people like me now will speak up, which is good. I'll do the Dragon's Dogma 2 stream tomorrow night. We'll see how it goes. We'll try to judge based on that. And, you know, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out together. That's why I really like doing the show. All right? You know, a lot of other people wouldn't get this level of feedback or honesty, and I appreciate that. I do. I mean, the trolling is hilarious, especially when people pay me to do it, and then I just laugh at them and, you know, they're moronic. But the legit feedback is very, very appreciated because I need it. That's exactly what I need to know what to do. And it seems like right now, right, there is no honest, 100% correct choice to make because, again, there's no one big game that everybody wants. It's, I want this, I want this. Some people want Dragon's Dogma 2 to continue. Some people want Final Fantasy VII Rebirth to continue. Some people just don't want either and say, do something you like, which would probably, for me, be Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster, right? Everyone wants something different. And that's the toughest, right? When you just can't make a judgment because there is no consensus. So you just got to try to figure stuff out, right?
This has been such a
Felix Amazing says it's sad most people here are critical for just the wrong reasons. It never helps you with the community. Yeah, you know, I'll agree with you there. A lot of people are just critical about everything. What I think it is, again, a lot of people just have this weird, infantile, black and white mentality of thought. The thought process is either something's really good or something's really bad, and it's a black and white decision, and it's just not. And the older I get, the more I see that there aren't right and wrong decisions anymore at all. There's not. It's figuring out what's the best from all the decisions that we have to make. You know, I am putting my foot down when it comes to the Retro React next week. We're going to do The Walking Dead. I'm happy that I did that because we would have been wishy-washy all week with trolls messing with the poll, and no one would have been satisfied. Now that I put my foot down, and it's only Tuesday, people know what to expect on Sunday. They know if they want to show up or not, and we'll see how it goes, right? But man, it's just, it's tricky. It's tricky to figure this stuff out right now. Certainly, I hope that you guys will stick around for Elden Ring. I don't even know where I am. I think we had killed the Lich Dragon, and is that where we left it off? You know, defeating the Lich Dragon? I think it was, right? I think it was. We got to figure this out together. We got to figure out what's next. Because like I said, I want to keep doing, the stuff that's for the build. And I think that we still have a whole other area to go to, underground lair. Like there's another magic area to go through. And that's where we fight the giant balls that are alive and roll around and the magic enemies and stuff. And then after that, you fight the alien, right? And doesn't that lead you to the magic plateau? But I don't remember where that is at all. I hope you guys can help me. I can't remember. It's been too long. I think that's what's next. And then after that, once we clear that, then I think we head to the northeast, which is the frozen area. That then after we beat that, we find our way down to Moog, if I remember correctly. I received a $4 tip from Donnie Watts. He says, thank you for doing late night streams. I can never catch day streams. I work 9 to 5 throughout the week. I know they're not as profitable, but I appreciate you doing it. For people like me that work and can't catch day streams, with stresses of work and life, it's nice to relax and do a late night chill. And I love that. I really love that. I love late night chill. That we don't have to take it as seriously and we can do a more relaxed atmosphere. I really do like those streams. I left off at the Deathbed Companion quest ending. So I killed the Lich Dragon, and we had the ending to that quest line. Okay. And now we have to figure out what's next. I don't remember where to go after that. Okay. All right, guys. We've gone long, but good reason. We had a lot to talk about today, right? I think it's time to end the show. It's time for me to start smoking weed off of my shirt, play some Elden Ring, right? And then I guess we're going to figure it out. All right. I hope some of you will stick around for Elden Ring. It'll be a fun time to see me get my ass handed to me, not knowing what the hell I'm doing, because I don't remember the build at all. And I think tonight, the Battlefront stuff should at least be fun. You know what I'm saying? Even if it doesn't work, one more stream of the game. If it works, great. If it works, maybe we can play it every once in a while. I'm not saying often. I'm just saying maybe every once in a while, toss it in. But, you know, I really hope that it works. I bought the goddamn game. It's really going to suck. The game just never works. But hopefully it'll work. So hopefully you'll chill with me tonight with that. You know, tomorrow, more Alone in the Dark. And yeah, I'm going to give Dragon's Dogma another go, you know, and go for there. So we'll see. All right, guys. Thank you. Great show today. Please give me feedback. Please be patient, because if you leave a comment on this video or other videos regarding what to do with the late night RPG streams right now, I may not be able to approve it right away. I've been trying, and YouTube just seems to want to fight me about it. I don't know why. But I promise you, I'm reading all the feedback. I'm taking it into consideration. I'm trying to figure out what's best for everybody, and I hope that we can figure this out. Okay? Thank you, guys. Excellent podcast today. Thank you for the feedback and the support, and I'll see you tomorrow. I'll let you know how it all went today. Very nice, and see you then. Cool. So, guys, we got a few things. I have to set up Elden Ring, and I have no idea how the volume sounds in the game because we've never done it with my current setup. So I'm thinking we should get that set up, like, now. and then I gotta go on break to use the restroom. Not a long break, a short one. Also, does anyone remember where the camera went for Elden Ring? I feel like it was like center of the screen on one of the sides, but I don't remember. I just completely clicked on the same resolution for the camera. I'm an idiot. There we go. I think, I'm trying to remember, but was it not like the camera like mid-right or mid-left or something like that? I think it was. Let's boot the game up quickly first before I do my little break. Let's see what it looks like. See if we can figure this out before I use my little potty break. Right? Bill has to take a tinkle. Tinkle winkle. My camera's too big. I think that's correct.
So is, according to D-Dog, it doesn't start playing for like ages. Oh, it's clearly playing there. I don't know, it feels like we're going to be very quickly nearly there. I don't know, we'll see.
Right now? Okay, we're up.
Remember, it has to start recording.
Do I still have the Elden Ring webcam overlay? I'm sure I do. I'm sure I still have it in here somewhere. Let's see. No, that's the Oblivion.
Oh, you're kidding me. D-Dog's telling me he's playing right now, but he's not recording. Are you kidding me on? Wait, right now, we are 48 minutes behind DSP right now, live DSP. He is playing the game right now, but he's still not recording. Are you serious? The bingo ends when he starts recording for YouTube, and he's not recording yet? Oh my god, guys, we might be here a long while. Bear in mind, we're 2 snorts away from a free space, and technically we'll need 2 more things to happen. Oh Jesus Christ! This might suck.
Okay. That one doesn't even work anymore. I must not have kept it in the same spot. I have a Christmas overlay. Look at that. I haven't used that in years.
Who fucking cares?
Elden Ring border. Aha! There it is. Elden Ring. Behold the power of the Elden Ring overlay. Elden Ringers rejoice. Raise your arms up in approval above your heads and form the shape of the Elden Ring.
Nope.
Yes. Is the menu music loud? I don't have my headphones on. I don't hear it at all. Probably loud as shit, huh? Oh yes, the Elden Ring has come back to DSP Gaming. Why am I in Landel, the Royal Capital? I don't know. Why are we here? I don't recall.
Make the bad man
What sword do I have in my hand? I also don't remember. I have no clue what's happening to me right now. So let me know, how does it sound, guys? I'm gonna put I can't read that. Can I? Up the butthole, of course. What a way to get reintroduced to Elden Ring. The first message is up the butthole. Very nice.
No. That was... As tempting as it is to count that as scat talk, that feels very baited. I don't know.
I teleported here after killing the deathbed. Why?
But yeah, plus it isn't scat talk, it's butt talk. Yeah, exactly. It's not scat. God damn. What a clarification. Isn't it? Yeah, we can't count that.
How does it sound? No, we're not recording. I'm not playing yet. I have to pee before we start, but I wanted to see how this looks and sounds for you guys. Because remember, the audio is going to be completely different now. I gotta look at all my items. I gotta see what I'm using. I don't remember anything. I've completely forgotten everything about what we're doing.
I think it's kind of hard to judge how it sounds because you're in a fucking quiet area right now. When the big boss music starts, you know, and it's all going to fucking, you know, majestic sounds or whatever, it might be very loud, you know. Yeah, exactly. Like, but, you know, so who knows? To me, it feels a bit loud as it is, because if it's this loud when it's kind of quiet area, can you imagine how loud it'll get when the big boss music kicks in?
Doing here. Sounds okay. I wonder why I loaded here. I don't remember. Door. I don't remember why we teleported here at all. We gotta figure out where to go next, because I don't recall what we're doing. Wary of danger. Oh, no. The danger looks behind you. Does a stranger out to find you?
Anybody care what this guy thinks?
No! Sounds good. All right. We're gonna have to figure this out. I'm using the Moonveil Katana +6. Why? Because it scales with magic? According to this, it's intelligence, dex, and strength that it scales with. Causes a blood loss buildup, does it? I'm using Luzat's Glintstone Staff +9, which is intelligence scaling. What's my intelligence? 71. That's pretty big. That's a pretty high one. 71. Which is Glintstone Crown? How do I see the details? How do I see the details of the item? Forgot. You don't remember? I don't remember, man. I don't remember how to see anything in this game. Is it triangle? No, that just shows stats. How do I see the lore? Anyone remember Square? Okay, it was from Rhea Lucaria Scholars. Oh, wasn't this what's her name? The female sorceress who tries to overthrow the academy and then it fails, right? She tries to overthrow the academy and it fails and you get the crown, I think, as a reward or something, right? I think so. I think that's what that is. All these are different. See, this one gives you the biggest intelligence boost of all of them.
Oh,
this one gives you also a big
sake.
intelligence boost, even more. But
no.
You get less HP and less stamina. See that? Stamina goes like way down. HP's not a big deal, but the stamina is kind of a deal. You're losing like 10 stamina just for 3 more intelligence. This one's like the best all around, I think. Right?
Bruh.
I gotta figure out what I'm doing. I don't remember any of my spells or anything. Oh crap, I just unequipped. Comet Azure. Renala's Full Moon. Oh, that's the one where the whole moon comes down, but it kind of sucks because it's so slow. Night Comet. Rock Sling. Oh yeah, Rock Sling is crazy good, right? Rock Sling is super good. It's slow, but it just kicks everything's ass, correct? And then Terra Magica is what I put on the ground, and that buffs, I believe, that buffs my magic. So I basically put down Terra Magica, and then I cast Comet Azure, and I just like super buff myself, right? I'm just able to keep going and going because you get like way more MP. So you're like, oh, you just keep hitting with that shit. We're gonna have to practice. We're definitely gonna have to practice because man, I don't remember how to do half this shit. The Full Moon is such a cool looking spell, but man, it sucks because it misses, right? Night Comet is a good basic spell to attack. Rock Sling's a great basic spell to attack. Loretta's Great Bow is good for distance because it tracks, it goes real far, right? Yeah. I'm trying to remember all this. And by the way, we gotta figure out where we're going. I have no idea why I teleported here. Because we haven't unlocked the Frozen Wastes yet. We haven't unlocked this yet. That's where we gotta go, right? For the story. But we were doing the underground content. And where I want to get is over here, because this is... What the fuck happened to the map? It glitched. Whoa, what the... Oh, what happened to the map? It's glitchy. What the fuck? This never happened before. What happened to the game, man? Oh, that sucks. The map's fucked up. Oh. That really... I don't know what happened. Look. It's all fucked up. But anyway, this is where we want to get, right? Because that's where the Ronnie questline ends. How do I see show underground? So how do we get there? Right? We did the Ansel River already. We already did this, right? We didn't get to the other part of the Ansel River. Yeah, this is the Dragonkin. Don't we have to get up here? I feel like we have to get up there, and then that takes us here. And then that's going to take us to the alien, and that takes us here. Ah! But I don't know where to go to do all of that. I don't remember where to go to do any of that. Right? We beat the Deep Root Depths. That's where we were. That's where we just beat the Lich Dragon. That's all cleared. I believe we did all of this, right? I'm pretty sure we cleared everything down here. This was the night that we beat him. This is the early one. We definitely cleared that ages ago. So it's a matter of, how do we do this? I don't remember how to do this. We already beat Radon. That's old school news. We kicked his ass. Right? After you kill the dragon, the teleporter spawns, and I just took the teleporter and it took me here. Oh. I didn't remember that at all. Bruh. Yeah, see? This is the part we haven't done yet. And that's what's going to take us to where we want to go, but I can't remember how to access it. Before killing Astle, you need to kill Blad's goat. That's right. Don't we have to go to the underground cave of rot? Yeah, we do. We didn't do that yet, did we? We didn't go to the cave of rot yet? So how the hell did we get there? Does anyone remember? I cannot remember how to do that. Yo, look, the map's all glitchy now. You notice that? The map, like, twitches. It's fixed now. Okay, it fixed itself now. Okay. I missed the super chat. The blimp did the super chat. And he said, thanks for this. Elden Ring, DLC hype, let's fucking go. Thank you. Thank you so much. We already did this. I know what you're talking about. Eternal Napalm, we already did it. He says, when you kill Radon, it opens up the thing in Eastern Limgrave. We already did that. See? We already went down there, I believe, underground, because we did the upper area. When you go down there, you do the upper area of this, right? And we've done that already. So we gotta figure out where to go next, and I can't remember. Thank you to the blimp for the super chat. I gotta pee. So I think I'm just gonna do that now, and then we're gonna figure out where to go and what to do. Because I'm positive we already fought the Mimic here. We already have that. Right? Or whatever it's called. We already got that. Alright, I'm just gonna get rid of this idiot right now. Yes, I do see you. You don't have to be a member to see your chat. I can see you. As long as you're subscribed for 24 hours, I can see you. That is. Alright, let me use the restroom quick.
Oh my dog! What's up?
Thank you very much, Barrett Wells. Super Jack says he wanted people to stick around for this. Yeah. This is pain. This is misery. This is agony. I'm going 1.75 speed. We're still behind Phil by 46 minutes. Thankfully we can fast forward when he goes away.
And I'll come back and we'll start. Okay, I'll be right back.
Right here, we can fast forward by like 6 minutes or so. So the chair's empty there. It returns here. So now we're behind Phil by only 43 minutes. For God's sake.
Okay.
D-Dog, please tell me he's recording now. Like, apparently he's not recording this whole time. Well, he's recording there, I think, because the neck phones are on. When will I start recording? For God's sake, this is gonna be fucking tough. Apparently we're coming up to recording now, thank fuck. Okay, I was worried that we were gonna have like 40 more minutes of Phil arting about.
We gotta figure this out, everybody. Let me actually get headphones on now so I can hear the game. And let's figure out what we're doing, because I don't remember. Let's start recording, and I'll do a little intro. People are gonna be shocked that this playthrough is back, I feel. If they're not paying attention, they'll be like, what the hell? Will's doing this again? Right? They'll be shocked. Hold on. Nothing special here, right? I'm just doing the regular blade stuff. I'm not doing anything crazy. But just regular attacks, and then I use magic with my left hand, correct? Nothing too nuts. I don't remember what the Flask of Wondrous Physic does. Does it give me unlimited magic right now? I don't remember what I have it equipped with at all. Significantly negates damage received and eliminates all FP consumption. That's right. So basically, right, I think I do the Flask of Wondrous Physic. No, I put down Terra Magica, I chug the Flask of Wondrous Physic, and then I cast Combat Azure, right? So basically it gives me unlimited FP and the damage buff all at once, and you're able to just max out your damage output with it, if I remember correctly, right? Yeah. Okay. Alright, let's start recording. I'll give everyone caught up, and then we'll figure this out what we're gonna do, okay? Hello everyone, holy mo-
Ah, son of a bitch is now recording for YouTube. Sadly, even though we had a longer than expected fucking start to that fucking thing, we couldn't get the 2 free spaces we required to get the full house. We had 2 free spaces thanks to you guys liking the stream and Tim snorting up a storm, but sadly it was not enough to get the full house. I'll tick off these 2 squares.
Burger. 5 in a row. That's concerning.
Sadly we were too shy of a full house and we couldn't get our desired full house for today. As the old saying goes, though, there is always tomorrow. So hopefully we can get the full house tomorrow. Let's go live DSP and see how he's doing.
To me.
He's not made a single dollar since starting recording for gameplay for YouTube. Basically, the game has generated him $0 so far in tips. Boo-hoo for Phil. Let's end how it always ends. Where's our delightful otters? Where are these beautiful wee bastards? There they are. They're dumping it. Yeah, I was wondering where they were. Sneaky little dolphin imitators. And there's one right there as well. Darn, brilliant stuff indeed. There we go. Guys, I'm going to end with the delightful otters on screen to help us detoxify from Phil's toxic, terrible fucking podcast. That podcast was torture. What did we learn from that podcast today? That Phil is not to blame for his failures. It is the games that are coming out to blame. DSP Gaming is DSP blaming every single game out there for not giving him all the money he thinks he deserves for playing these games. The game's fault, not his. What's new there? But guys, I am going to wrap things up there. Thank you very much for joining me for some bingo antics and all that jazz. Sad that we couldn't get a full house today, but yeah, we'll try again tomorrow. For Phil's final streaming day before his precious day off. So yeah, I gotta say, David Anson's reminded me about Phil admitting to intentionally trying to groom teenagers with sexualized commentary. Yeah, I'd actually forgotten about that. That was fucked up. But yeah, Phil Burnell was just doing his best to entice a young audience as a 28-year-old man by having deliberately sexual commentary. Make of that what you will. On that note, I'm going to end how it always ends by playing Notorious P.I.G. contributions made by supremely talented Pixar Animations. But thank you very much for being here for tonight, guys. Thank you for keeping me right in the card. Thank you for your support and contributions as well. Certainly do appreciate it. Sadly, we didn't get a full house today, but yeah, we'll try again tomorrow. But until then, guys, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your Wednesday, whatever you end up doing, and I'll catch you all later. Goodbye.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, "I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower?" When you're showered in money. When you go outside and all of a sudden greenbacks start falling from the sky and you raise your face up, you're like, oh, you start dancing, you go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, Show me the money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that.